Do it live. What's up, Giants fans, Hub and KB watchers, YouTube subscribers, Twitter and Instagram followers? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? It's the Young Guns Podcast, episode 24. Back at it again with another episode of free agency. Well, at this point, I think it's week 2 for us covering it, but it might be like I think off week 3.
It's week 2 because the tampering period was still in the first week.
Tampering. There you go. That's what it was. Shout out to everybody that we got in here so far. I know we started a little bit late. I was just telling KB I had some equipment issues. I'm gonna have to order some replacement parts, but we got it working for now. Shout out to Yuvraj and Luan in the chat, guys. Make sure as you come in, you hit that like button, that subscribe button, but most importantly, that share button. Let the people know that we're live out on Twitter and YouTube. The King has returned. Hey, listen, I always knew I was much beloved, but I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that a lot. I know I'm sort of like
he's talking about Micah is what he's talking about.
No, because that was last week, right? That wasn't this week.
Yeah, but like listen, that type of news doesn't just go away in 1 week, you understand? Like you got to keep saying it. The King has returned. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, all right, buddy. Well, for those of you that don't know, let me quickly show.
That face will live in infamy forever. Like that meme, even long after Evan Neal is gone, stance change first is always going to live on. That meme will always live on.
Stance change first is probably the greatest Giants meme of all time.
Because we don't have to.
We have like the Eli Manning whack faces, but that died out like
the media some clowns one, and then there's a couple of them out there. But stance changed first. No, I'm pretty sure it went viral a couple times.
I would say it went viral because I've like maybe it's just because obviously Giants Twitter is where I'm a lot involved in on Twitter, but I've seen it across Twitter like so much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like it has to be even outside of football. You know what I mean?
And what was that? Was like his offensive line coach or something like that, right? Like one of his trainers?
It was like some third party trainer, offensive line coach that he hired like in his rookie year.
Or was it him, or was it some like old timer, like former NFL offensive lineman that everybody got excited about that was working with him, and everybody's like, "Oh my god!"
Is when I think of whoever it was from my basketball fans out there. That is down the kicking net is not as big, bro. For all my basketball fans out there, when I think of whatever coach he was working with, I think of Lethal Shooter for basketball, bro. Because there's not a single freaking person that worked with him and actually improved their shooting, bro. They all got either stayed the same or got worse. But y'all, let's go over the topics for tonight. We got the additional signings we made, which weren't too much since last week, just a couple here and there. Specifically, the inside offensive line and D line. We're going to talk about like the topic says what do we still need and stuff like that. But I'll be honest, we're really going to talk about the interior of both of the trenches. The third will be what's the plan, because I have a little bit of something I want to share with y'all from my thoughts, my point of view, in relation to what this offseason could look like when it's said and done. And then finally, we'll round it out with another edition of the simulator. And this time, we're not going to pick Sonny Styles. I'm saying it from here on out because we only did 2 so far, but both of them, KB, we went Styles.
Yeah, let's change it up. Else. Yo, I don't know if you had a plan for this simulator, but I was going to say at some point we should do a trade down scenario too, because that's always an option.
We could definitely do it. I'm down to do it now because I mean, if we're not taking Styles, let's keep it real. There's one of 2 people we're going. It's either Delane or Tate, in my opinion. I think Caleb Downs, we've kind of, and when I say we, I'm talking about NFL fans as a whole, we've kind of rebounded from the hype and realized that, like, yes, even though you can make an argument for him as one of the top talents, if not the top talent in the draft, he's still a safety. And I've seen him climb back down draft boards a lot in the past month. He's kind of regressed to the mean, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, to like, maybe 10 at the earliest. I could see him going to the Bengals, who pick at it's either 9 or 10. Like that's where I'm seeing him now, and I'm like, yeah, I could. He's kind of basically just come back down to earth a little bit. He's still really up there, but that's why I'm saying it's gonna be like Tate or Delane, and we'll get into it when we get into it with the mock draft and the offseason simulator. Let's see here. Yeah, KB, it was a boomer. It was a boomer. All right. It was a boomer lineman. Okay, buddy. Tate is completely all right. We're gonna talk about it because I don't know why Tate is off the table for you. But that being said, let's get
Darnell Mooney should not influence any draft selection, guys.
Listen, KB, we have to talk about the guy that's on your side. The guy that's the face, the thumbnail of this live stream first, and I'm gonna let you take it away, man.
Hold on.
Our starting right guard, Kid Blue. Yeah. Our starting right guard. Okay? That's who he is.
All I can do is accept this.
Our starting right guard. Talk about him, KB.
I hope so. I hope he's not going to be. I'm hoping we're going Jennings Dunker in the second, man. I hope that's all we're betting all our marbles on.
For this team is Evan Neal. I'm calling it right now.
Oh my god.
That's who John Harbaugh
I would cry. But listen. I always hope every single year Evan Neal could figure it out. Obviously, because I'm a Giants fan, and I don't want my 5th overall pick to go to waste, okay? Or 7th overall pick to go to waste. I want Evan Neal to work out. However, I have no faith in this dude whatsoever. If Carmen Brasillo couldn't get it done, who's our offensive line coach right now? I forgot.
I'm forgetting his name, but he's the disciple of the greatest.
He's the disciple of John Harbaugh. Oh no, he's the disciple of Bill Callahan.
Yeah.
Who's our O-line? Someone in the comments is gonna know because you guys are unemployed.
He's got that going for him that he's the disciple of the greatest O-line coach ever, right? That's something. Not to completely write the guy off.
Hold on.
I know he was Michigan's O-line coach.
Mike Bloomgren. There we go. Mike Bloomgren. Previously with the Browns, a disciple of the greats, not late greats, but just the greats, Bill Callahan. So yeah, I mean, if Brasillo couldn't figure it out, let's see if Mike can. I mean, Mike Holmgren, if he was there with the Browns for a couple years now, that's a good resume because if there's one thing that the Browns got right over the past couple years, not last season was terrible, but over the past couple seasons, is offensive line play. Like their offensive line, even with all those older veterans on there, was still pretty damn good out there. Also, DeJuan Jones, his development wasn't too bad either. So,
but I'll add on to this so you can continue talking about Mr. Evan Neal, our right guard. Did you see the other guard that we re-signed?
Oh yeah, Aaron Stinney.
No, he's not who I'm talking about.
Did I see Ryan? We got Ryan Bates.
No, that's not who I'm talking about either. Somebody that we.
Oh, your guy, your bestie, your favorite draft pick of that draft, Joshua Ezeudu. I remember the times. I remember the glaze that you put upon that man, Joshua Ezeudu. Yes. Oh man. Yo, speaking of that, we re-signed a lot of garbage-ass interior linemen. That goes to show, man. We can't get an offensive lineman to save our life. But damn, your guy, Josh Ezeudu, yes, that's your Micah McFadden. That's your king.
No, because
that's your glorious king.
Once I saw the light, I'm like, this guy's ass.
That's not loyal, man. That's not very loyal of you. I'm not gonna lie. You jumped off of Darian Beavers. You jumped off of Joshua Ezeudu. Man, you are just not loyal. Ladies, if you listen to this man, he will cheat on you.
Don't say that. I've never jumped off of Darian Beavers, all right? I still think he didn't get a fair shot, just like Ryan Connolly, all right? Both of those should have been the middle linebacker of the future. Joshua Ezeudu. Thank you, Nova. Thank you. They sabotage his development. At least he has that going for him versus Evan Neal. All right. At least
I'm not gonna lie. You got a point there. He should have been a freaking guard. Should have been a guard.
They immediately tried this man out. Like let me not even talk about it.
Should have been a guard, but he was playing left tackle all the time. Yeah,
yo, look at Nova speaking sense. Darren Beaver's ACL jumped off of him, bro.
Look what happened after his ACL injury. That dude got even slower, and he was already slow. He got even slower. He was out there. He was chasing guy like this. That
the best linebacker on that 2022
Was Micah McFadden. Thank you.
No, I'm not talking about. You didn't even let me finish. You know what team?
I don't need to let you finish. It's Micah McFadden.
On the Bearcats. Micah McFadden wasn't on the Bearcats.
Oh.
Legendary Bearcats defense.
He wasn't the best. Devin Lloyd was there too. So I'll just put that out there.
Yeah, well,
I think Devin Lloyd was on the team at the same time as him. I think.
22?
I think. Huh?
22. Oh, yo, that Bearcat. Yo, I'm an unrelated guy.
Because Devin Lloyd went in what draft? What draft did Devin Lloyd go?
It might have been 2022. You might be spitting because, he was just a free agent. So it makes sense. But, yo, KB, unrelated chat. That 2022 Bearcats team is one of my favorite college teams of all time. Like, that's just kind of
Desmond Ridder, man.
Bro, I love Desmond Ridder. I was a huge fan of Sauce off that team. I was a fan of the guy opposite of him, Kobe. I wanted us to draft Kobe. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Bryant?
I think it was Bryant. Oh, there. Yeah. I think it was Kobe Bryant.
It was Kobe Bryant, right? He switched to safety, which is crazy. You know what's crazy? I just learned he switched to safety.
Bro. He's had a good career in the NFL.
I know that. I know. No, but because you know how he just signed with the Bears, right? Kobe Bryant. Yeah. I didn't even know he switched to safety. I thought he was always a corner. And then when I said that they signed safety Kobe Bryant, I said, "What the hell? You switched to safety?" He switched to safety apparently early in his career. I never even knew.
Obviously, Devin Lloyd, like KB just said. I don't know if they had any really like D linemen and pass rushers to talk of.
No, Desmond they did.
Who was it?
They did have a edge rusher in 2022.
And they had a running back that I wanted too. Obviously, this guy was going to be like a day 3 running back. But
I'm about to look at their whole roster because that roster was like generational. Then like we never heard of Cincinnati again.
Yeah, that roster, chat. I know this is kind of completely unrelated, but
did they win a national championship?
There's certain things. No, they didn't. There's certain things that a young man and a young boy attaches himself to throughout certain parts of his life. That random running back that he's never going to give up. Last week, me and KB talked about random tight ends that we'll never give up on. And sometimes there's just a random college team. Like, you think I don't watch college football. The only reason I know about them is back when I used to be heavy into the draft stuff and watching these players to make mock drafts. I was like,
I miss those days so much. I really do.
Bro, I had so much more time. That's what it is.
I miss those days. Why am I looking at a random ass Bearcat? I looked up Cincinnati Bearcats and it's like a whole different Bearcats team. That's not even Cincinnati Bearcats.
Just 22. Let me look up their running back, bro. They had somebody that I really wanted as a day 3 running back. Let me see, who was it? 2022 Bearcats.
Bro, what's that? Roster. It's impossible to find these. It's impossible to find it.
I mean, I looked up
2022 Cincinnati Bearcats football depth chart.
I don't know what you're using as your search engine. I found it immediately.
Google.
Let's go right here. This is 2022. Was it the previous year? Because I don't see Desmond Ridder here. Maybe it was.
That's what I'm saying. It probably says 2026.
Oh no, it was probably 20. It was 2021. Yeah, because Desmond Ridder's here. Because they went to the draft in 2022. I guess.
Oh yeah, it's 2021. Yeah. We gotta look at the 2021 one.
Yeah, right? look at who their running back was that I wanted. Chad Jerome Ford. Jerome Ford has had a solid career. Ford. He's had a solid career.
I can't find the freaking depth chart, bro. I'm just looking at rosters.
Guess who was their wide receiver, chat? Alec Pierce.
Yeah, I remember Alec Pierce.
Alec Pierce. Oh my God. Nobody talks about the I love this team so much, bro. All right,
bro, where are you? What website are you on?
I'm on Sports Reference, sports-reference.com. It's like the same people as Football Reference.
Oh, yeah. Sports Reference does depth charts. Oh shit. That was the first thing that popped up.
Oh, they had Jack Campbell? What?
I look at the roster and it's like not even giving me what the fuck.
All right, let's look at D.
But you're not looking at a depth chart, right? You're just looking at like it says roster and it has just a bunch of. Okay.
It's the whole.
They had Trey Tucker, Jerome Ford. Oh, and it shows if they made the NFL too. So it kind of like. Oh, so they didn't have.
Devin Lloyd is not on here, no. So Darren Beavers was the best linebacker on there.
So where was Devin Lloyd then? Majai Sanders,
Brian Cook, Sauce Gardner. Yeah, man, I like this team a lot. There's something about this team, and I think we spent.
That goes to show you too. That goes to show you too that college is so much different from the NFL. Look how much that was a good Cincinnati college team.
That was a really good team. Yeah.
And only like 10% of them made the NFL.
And out of that 10%, only like
only a couple of them actually did well in the NFL.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Look at all these names on here. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. But
to get back to it, we have two we have just terrible inside offensive line right now. It's a need. We're gonna talk a bit more about it when we talk about the needs and when we talk about what is Harbaugh's goal here. KB, the thing we should talk about right now is just telling me we got outbid for every single inside like offensive lineman that was good. Is that what you're really telling me? You're telling me that we couldn't get Wyatt Teller over here, whether it was the money or something
really
else?
Confused, bro.
You telling me that like we couldn't do anything?
I didn't,
because Wyatt Teller wasn't the only guy on the market.
No, I agree. I did not. I'll be honest. I didn't think that John Harbaugh was gonna break the bank, even if we did get cap space. Like I thought he was gonna be smart with his money, but apparently the Giants had $25.8 million in cap space to work with after all the signings. Like right now, we have $25.8 million. Where is that going towards inside offensive linemen? You couldn't get. Well, how much did Wyatt Teller sign for? Not much. It couldn't have been much. We're in the second week of free agency.
I know what the contract is up to. I know it's up to $23 million, so it's probably like 2 years.
So 2 years up to $23 million?
Yeah.
That's nothing, dude. That's like, if it's up to $23 million, we're probably talking about $10 million a year, right?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
So $10 million, if that, per year. Dalvin Tomlinson got like a 1 year, $7 million deal, and he keeps signing 1 year deals for whatever reason. I don't know why Dalvin Tomlinson keeps signing 1 year deals everywhere he goes. He deserves a multi-year contract, but he gets signed. But that's on the DT side. But either way, like the Giants obviously want to run the football and stop the run. That's what John Harbaugh has been saying. That's what every coach that comes here keeps saying. Every GM, every coach comes here keeps saying. And what do? They don't sign defensive tackles and interior offensive linemen. What is going on? I don't know, man.
I don't know. Yeah, I genuinely, you bring up a good point. Now, here's the thing, KB. The Giants have been very good at keeping their secrets and not letting anybody know what the hell they're doing this offseason. When you mentioned we have around 28 million, like that report, I'm going to say let's put an asterisk on that because we really don't know how much they got. That's that 28 million could mean they got 28 million at some point and now they don't have 28 million. It could have been when that report came out, they had 28 million. They didn't work out all the contracts.
Either way, the cap isn't even real. Like who cares about those? You're right.
Cap isn't real. Who cares? Okay, first of all, shout out to Donna Ponte because she proves it. We had a really good offseason, all things considered. So far, we had a really good free agency. Way better than what we expected because we signed so much more than we expected based on what our cap space was. So shout out.
But I will say we backloaded the shit out of our contracts. Any multi-year contracts that we have are backloaded.
I was gonna say, do we have a contract breakdown because of how secret?
Yeah. They all came out already. Isaiah Likely's already came out. Everybody's already came out, and we backloaded the shit out of all of them. So because we're stealing from that like 2027 cap. That we have like over 100 million in, so we're stealing from that and to compensate for this year's cap. So basically, we're setting up a window for ourselves, and I think that can bite us in the ass if we don't play it right. But you're right, we do have a woman named Donna Ponte who knows how to work with all that. So
yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna put my confidence in her that when the time comes, like you said, where it could bite us in the ass, that she knows how to.
Yo, she worked for the NFL. Like she was like high up in the NFL.
That's crazy to me. We hired somebody that didn't work for a team. She worked for the whole freaking business.
Exactly.
So I'm going to put my confidence in her because I wanted to piggyback off of what KB said. I wanted to say that I hate doing that. We've done that for years now. That thing where it's like, all right, let's eat the future money. Every team does it for years. There's other ways to figure out the cap situation. And you know what? I'm just going to put it in her hands and have the confidence that she can do it. Darnell Mooney, KB. This is somebody. And we'll talk about the draft more when we get there. But like you said, I don't think he should affect anything draft-wise. But this is somebody, there goes one of my lights, that I think right now as the roster stands is our wide receiver two, like outside of Isaiah Likely, because Isaiah is going to be playing in the slot. And for all intents and purposes, he's the number 2 target. Number 2 target on the team right now.
It's like the Darren Waller situation.
Don't ever say that to me in my life again, bro. I will reach through this freaking screen.
Listen. Don't listen, but don't lie though. Darren Waller was supposed to be really good. You know. Darren Waller was supposed to be really good. I was so excited for him, but yeah. Listen, Darnell Mooney was on my wish list. He was like high up on my wish list to get in this offseason.
Good contract too.
Good contract, team friendly contract. It's like 1 year. I think it's $8 million up to 10.
Yeah.
So it's not bad at all. Like it's very team friendly. I'm trying to look for my my wish list here. I had a wish list, and he was high on there. Shit. Oh yeah, I scratched that because I made a different version of the video. So basically, I highlighted him, but I wanted him because one, he is literally Darius Slayton. He's literally like every sense of the word. He's Darius Slayton, but more explosive. In my like, he has a higher ceiling than Darius Slayton. So he's but the good with the bad. He has the drop issues. He's got the drop issues just like Darius Slayton, probably even more so. But honestly, he's a more boom than Darius Slayton and a probably bigger bust than Darius Slayton. You don't know what you're going to get from him. But so I don't mind that we signed him for less money because I like the idea of possibly getting more out of him than Darius Slayton, and maybe we can move on from him. And he's younger. How old is Darnell Mooney? Like 27? Got to be like 27 years old or something like that. So he's got to be younger than Darius Slayton. So let's see what happens. But right now he's wide receiver too.
Maybe it's Giants bias, like Giants fans bias, that's gonna make me say this, but man, I believe he's better than Slayton, and I say
he is. If you watch the way he plays, forget about the stats.
We've seen how bad Slayton has been. Like when he's like this past year was truly so horrible, but when he's bad, he's cost us games.
And I just want to note, guys, because everybody's gonna pull up the stats to say who's better. Like Cop Hizzle has gone on a tirade on freaking X about Darius Slayton and pulling up stats. Do you guys know that Darius Slayton has never even gotten past 800 yards in a season before, and the Giants have been desperately trying to make him our number one receiver for the entirety of his career here. Like they've been force feeding him the ball, and he can't get to 800 yards, guys. Do we not understand this? He is not capable of being a number one target. Darnell Mooney has never really been in a position to be a number one target. Besides, like 1 year in Chicago, I believe, with Matt Nagy, and that's why we brought him in here with that Matt Nagy connection in Chicago. But if you see the way they used him, he was explosive. He's a decent route runner, and he's very, very athletic. He has a big catch radius, even though he's 5'11", because he's extremely explosive. And Darnell Mooney not even being a premier option like the Giants have been forcing Darius Slayton to be, has gone over 1,000 yards before, has gone over 900 yards before. Yes, the majority of his career is like 400 yards. Like I think it's like 3 years he had like 400 and some change. That is because he's not a number one target option, but he's capable of being a 1,000-yard receiver, which he has done before. And we got him for a 1 year, $8 million deal, guys. Come on. I like him. I like the money and I like the player more than Darius Slayton. And listen, we've been Darius Slayton fans on this channel, okay? On this podcast.
We were.
We were defenders of Darius Slayton, but at some point, you got to come to the light.
Exactly. In the first 2 years, we were 100% on the train, and after that, we're like, all right, man, like I think this guy is what he is.
The Giants, due to they weren't trying to, but due to a lot of complications with the roster, injuries, whatever the case has, Darius Slayton always found his way to the starting role and being the number one receiver. This guy went from being benched in the beginning of the season to starting later on the rest of the season and given the reins to be a number one receiver, and has never passed 800 yards in his career. Never. He could have many times, but he kept dropping the ball. So, and guys, that is one of the biggest reasons why he was a fifth round prospect too. That's why Darius Slayton was a fifth round guy. He had terrible hands.
And you know what the craziest part about everything KB just said is the part that KB didn't say, is that despite all that, somehow, some way, Jalen Hyatt is worse.
Why is that goober still on my team, bro? Why is that goofy goober still on my team, bro? I'm a route runner. I can run routes. Yo,
still on the team, buddy.
That's another meme. Is that considered a Giants meme? Before he got drafted, though. Is that considered a Giants meme? Jalen Hyatt talking to that Dallas Cowboys scout saying, I can run routes. And the scout was like, even the scout was like,
Scout's like, bro, who the fuck do you think you are? That's genuinely what the scout.
He's like, can you run routes though? He's like, I can run routes. I can run all the. Bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Get this man off my team. But shout out to Darnell Mooney. In similar fashion, I love this because I love Wandale slander, but it's kind of in a joking way. Like I think I genuinely hate Darius Slayton and wish the worst upon him. But
you say that about a lot of players.
No. I
genuinely hate this guy.
But with Wandale, when I hate on Wandale, I don't hate the guy. Like he's a cool dude. I respect him a lot. I like him a lot. You know what I
And
mean?
yeah,
But like
he got game though, bro.
he
That
got
brother
game.
got
He
game.
got
That
game.
brother
He
got
got
game. Did you see?
elite game.
Did you see the
He got
picture of him and his girl when he
elite game.
signed the signing photo, bro?
No, I didn't. He got
That
elite
should
game.
be me.
But guess what? Guess what? When I hate Wandale though, you know, it was different from Darius Slay. And I want to say that because I'm like the memes I've seen with Calvin Austin or the jokes I've seen with Calvin Austin since he signed have been freaking hilarious. They're like, yo, we literally signed Wandale Robinson for like a quarter of the price. I just started laughing because that's essentially what he, even though he's not going to fill that role, because once again, I 100% believe likely he's filling that role. But Calvin Austin is like very close to Wandale Robinson at like a fourth or fifth of the price. So this is awesome for me. I loved it. I really loved it. And that was before we signed Mooney. We signed Mooney after Austin. And I was really happy with the Calvin Austin signing. What were you thinking?
I'm pretty sure if you count all the money up, we got Calvin Austin, Darnell Mooney, and Isaiah Likely for less than Wandale Robinson.
No way, all three for less. Because Likely is 13 a year.
No, but remember, no, I'm talking about cap hit for next year. For this, remember, it's all backloaded. I think Likely's only making like 6 million this year.
I get that. I really, I don't know. I personally prefer just to go by AAV when talking about.
But it's close.
Yeah, we can add up like
you got 19 a year.
Alone, yeah.
So 19 and a half per year, Wandale. You got Darnell Mooney on an $8 million contract. $8 million plus 13 plus 13 is 21, and then Calvin Austin is on like a 4-year deal, $4 million 1 year, something like that. So we're looking at like around $25 million versus 19.5. Yep. I'll take it. So
I would too. And then another guy we got back, 27 squad member, and we're all hoping that he takes the number away from Newbin, Jason Pinnock. Now this right here, you know, I try, guys in chat, you guys notice I try to keep the topics separate, but there's always overlap. Jason Pinnock might be a hot take, and the other signings we made in the safety room specifically makes me say
he's gonna be a starter.
Yeah, we're not going Caleb Downs. I think Caleb Downs is completely out. And yeah, I think Jason
so
Pinnock
too. And you know what? It may be the smarter option. Yeah. It may be the smarter option because I know safety is very undervalued, and people could argue this all the time when they say, well, linebacker is undervalued too. I would argue linebacker is more valuable than safety because they are part of more plays, like especially during the run, covering tight ends, stuff like that. The problem is with safety, doesn't matter how talented a safety is, guys, there are going to be like a third, like 33% of the plays will not even involve a safety. They're literally just sitting there in the backfield doing nothing on a run that goes 1 yard. So that's why safeties are so undervalued. And drafting a safety number 5 overall doesn't really affect your team that much. So if I'm the Giants, I need to narrow down who I want. And if I think they're narrowing it down to Sonny Styles. I really think they are. So I'm okay with not drafting Downs. I'll be honest with you. I'm okay with missing out on him. I don't think he's generational at all. And thank God that people are starting to realize that too.
I'm okay with both. I'm okay with drafting him. I wouldn't be
mad. I wouldn't be mad. Okay with but I'm not going to be mad about them going another direction unless it's Jeremiah Love. But them going another direction.
And then, so talk about Pinnock specifically. When he was with us, Jason Pinnock was really freaking good.
Yeah,
That's the thing that I feel like
always outplayed, overperformed. Here. Yeah, he always overperformed.
He outplayed genuinely everybody that wasn't. Was here at the same time as Love? Like, he outplayed basically everybody that wasn't our top 2. Like, he didn't outplay McKinney. And if he was here at the same time as Love, he did not play them. But he was right behind him, which is why we let him go. And then we ended up letting go the other 2 as well, Mr.
You know what? No. He was here after Love left because Love left after 2022. Love left after 2022, and Pinnock replaced him.
You're right. Okay, so he was basically right behind McKinney. Oh, my God. That goes back to, we bring it up every now and then. We had such a good freaking run at safety. And then like, this dumbass
we really took Julian Love for granted, bro. We really took him for granted. Yeah. Because he is literally one of the better safeties in the league.
I agree with you, but I think we successfully replaced him with Pinnock when Pinnock was paired with McKinney. We still had a great safety room, and then Joe Shane, in all his knowledge, let that entire thing go to waste as well. Now we have not a bad, because I think Javon Holland and Paulson Adebo, for that matter, I think our secondary talent-wise is better than our fans realize. I think I really do
promise
think
you guys, it was Shane Bowen.
Yeah, I really
promise.
do think
I'm trying to tell everybody. I'm trying to tell everybody. And I get nobody really has time to watch film. I never get time to watch film. But I'm telling everybody, it really matters about your coordinator. And Paulson Adebo is not that bad. Paulson Adebo does not belong in a soft zone, cover 3 like defense. Like, that's not Paulson Adebo's game at all. And then you got Javon Holland, wherever the hell they had him. It was very clear after Shane Bowen got fired, both Paulson Adebo and Javon Holland like leveled up, bro. So I promise you, they're gonna be better. I promise you, the best guys on our defense are going to be better from down to the from top to bottom, even Dexter Lawrence.
I mean, honestly, guys, and I'm gonna get to a little. So I'm gonna say my piece. If KB has something to add on, he'll say his. I'll get to the comments and I want to get to the next topic. Because I'll say this. Honestly, guys, the guy I'm most worried about on defense, KB, because I agree with you, I think everybody's going to be better. The guy I'm most worried about on defense is Abdul Carter. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm just saying, like, he's the youngest player on the defense, barring anybody else that's going to come in from the draft. He's the guy that struggled the most, I would say. And he did, like you mentioned earlier, he had a little bit of boom once Bowen was gone. The reason I say I'm worried, what I'm worried about, KB, and you tell me if I'm wrong here, all right? Abdul Carter, coming out of the draft, had the hype as the best player in the draft, had the hype as the next Micah Parsons, potentially better. What I'm worried about is I don't know if he could live up to that. And I really fucking want him to live up to that because we drafted what was supposed to be the best player in the draft.
I think he's gonna arrive. I think he's gonna break out this year. I really do think so.
Does that mean he's gonna live up to what I said everybody said he was gonna be?
But what does that mean though? Like 15 sacks? Like he's not gonna hit that yet.
Well, I'm gonna be disappointed in that. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'll be disappointed if
15 sacks is good. I mean, if you really look at it, 15 sacks is not that common. It's not.
And then on top
it takes a couple of years.
How about this? Micah Parsons, once he's in a game, bro, he's just a game freaking wrecker.
Yeah, a game wrecker. Absolute game wrecker. Let's be real, though. Abdul Carter had a lot of moments last year. I know we look at the sacks all the time. There was a lot of moments we're watching that game, and Abdul Carter blows up a play. Yeah. Just blows it up. I promise I'm
not at all giving up on him, KB. It's just that I get really worried because I look back at that number 3 pick, and I'm like, this guy was he was the consensus best player in the draft. I need him to look like the best player in the draft.
I think his floor is like 8 sacks this season. I think his floor is 8. If he locked in for like 4.5 sacks to end the season after a really slow start.
If he stopped gooning earlier in the film room, you know what I'm saying? If he showed up to all these meetings on time, we'll say.
Evan flip hot dogs and burgers. Yo, Evan Neal's contract is hilarious.
Bro, it's the first ever fully commission-based contract in the NFL, bro. I didn't know that it was legal.
I've never seen a zero guaranteed contract from a vet minimum before. Oh my God.
The whole point of the vet minimum is that you're getting money.
Oh my God, bro is literally playing for his life. No joke, bro. Like, he is either an NFL player or a McDonald's worker, bro.
Yo, somebody got to tell me, bro. I swear to God, I thought it was illegal to give somebody $0
right? Not even some sort of severance pay, like $100K, and say, "All right, have a good life." Like, damn, zero.
Bro, the worst part about this, KB,
not even middle class $80K, like.
Bro, the worst part about this, because we were the ones that re-signed him. The worst part is this means literally not a single fucking team in the NFL offered him a dime.
I know. Nobody can compete with it.
And we were out here like, yeah, man, listen, vet minimum, but you're gonna have to earn everything, dog.
And that was the best offer.
You showed up to training camp. Here's $100K. All right, everything's gonna be in $100K pieces.
Bro, like, even Eric Flowers got a redemption, bro. Even Eric Flowers got redemption, not Evan Neal, bro. That's crazy.
Shout out to Kelvin. Thank you for popping in. Chill on my goat, Rax Waller. Oh, Darren Waller.
Rax,
oh my God,
yeah.
This guy, bro. This guy. I'm also not completely okay. This guy, bro. All right, man.
You were just praising Nova for being on your side. Read his freaking chat.
Guess what, buddy? All right, he's not perfect. He makes mistakes.
He makes mistakes.
All right. Daniel Jones has never provided someone a 1K yard season. He was talking about this one.
Oh my God, is that real? Is that true?
I mean, Alec Pierce just had 1K, right? But I guess Daniel wasn't his quarterback for the entire season.
Oh my God, that's nuts.
Would that be it? Oh, this is hilarious. Evan Neal has his best season ever. Get resigned by the G-Man and then goes back to him old self. That ending part really does make it the most G-Man thing ever. I'll say that. All right, and let's go to the second one right quick. Bam. All right, positions to fill. Guys, I do this a lot, and I know y'all probably annoyed by it, but it's just me at this point. I feel like you're also used to it. I'm going to pat myself on the back because KB said it last week. I think I may have been the first person to connect Calais Campbell to the Giants, and I'm seeing it gain traction.
I know. I see a lot of people talking about it. I saw Sal talking about it. I saw Dan Schneider talking about it.
I saw Dan Schneider. Bro, there's people.
Bobby Skinner.
Bobby Skinner song. I'm like, okay, first of all, I'm not saying I'm the first person to ever conceive it in my mind, but to my knowledge, I'm the first person to put it out on the freaking internet last week. All right, I put it out on the podcast. I immediately tweeted it out. I had KB pull up the PFF. And I knew Calais Campbell was still good. When we looked at the PFF, I was like, what the fuck? This guy is still
I know. He's still putting up numbers, which is nuts.
Bro, he's about to enter year 18 or 19. Do you realize
nuts.
That? He was drafted in 2007, 2008.
Is he like the only like skill, like the longest tenured skill player in the NFL? Like disregarding kickers and
quarterback, right?
No, yeah, disregarding kickers and punters. I mean, is there a quarterback that's been there?
Jerry Rice played for like 20 years, right?
No, I'm talking about in the NFL right now. Is he the longest tenured in the NFL right now?
I don't think it's close, bro. I don't think it's close.
When was he drafted?
It was 07 or 08. That year the Cardinals went to Super Bowl was either his rookie season or his sophomore season.
Oh my God! So nobody's still around.
I don't think there's a single person in the league that matches. And
Brady's gone.
Good. Yo. If you guys know that guy on IG, he's still good. All right. But Calais Campbell, I'm seeing people talking about it. You know, sometimes I believe if you put it out there, it's going to swirl around somehow. Maybe somebody saw a clip. Maybe somebody saw my tweet. They don't necessarily got to interact with it. The idea is out there now, and I'm loving it because I'm hoping that it manifests. Because guess what? Just like the O-line and D-tackle, KB, there's not too many people left for the D-tackle position. I honestly, the two dudes I want are the two dudes that are on your side right now. Campbell and DJ Reader. And I prefer Campbell. But guess what? There's like 2 or 3 dudes that are really worth anything. And then the O-line side, KB, just resign Greg Van Roten. At this point, GVR was good for us last year. I think the only reason people wanted a replacement is to see if we could get an upgrade. I mean, clearly at this point, the Giants didn't get an upgrade, at least in free agency. Maybe in the draft is a different situation. But KB, I think somehow, some way, our offensive line is underrated because the way people talk about them and the way that people wanted basically the entire line replaced, it makes it like if you weren't a Giants fan that didn't know the story, KB, it's like you would have thought these guys were shit. These guys were good. Yeah, we could use improvements on them, but clearly we're in a situation where it's like just bring them back. The concern, of course, GVR is getting older. I think he's going to be like 36 or 37, so he's really getting up there in age. Yeah, he's going to really get up there in age. So GVR was the guy, of course, that you wanted to upgrade if you had to choose a single person. But I mean, literally the alternative right now for a quote unquote upgrade, and I say quote unquote, is Kevin Zeitler, who's like the same freaking age as him. That's bring nuts. Back Greg Van Roten, bro. Go ahead. You can speak about both positions.
Is that Zeitler down there?
Yeah, he was playing for the Titans last year.
He was playing for the Titans last year. What the heck? He's been it's crazy. Sometimes you like check up on NFL players. I'm like, he played for them? What the hell? But yeah, we definitely need to figure out what's going on with interior offensive line, man. I mean, I don't even know who else is left, like as far as multiple free agents, but probably the guys I'm looking at right now to bring back are the guys that are on the picture. There is Kevin Zeitler and GVR. That's probably the only guys I'm really looking at to bring back. I don't really know. I'm not familiar with anybody else. There's Joe Petonio as well. Wyatt Teller, man, signed with the Texans. He was really someone I was looking at. But man,
at this point, listen, man, give me both of them. I'll take both old men, dog. Like for real.
I'll take both. I'll take both, and they hash it out to see. But the thing is, I don't think GVR is going to sign back here if he's not a starter. Neither is Kevin Zeitler. So if they're not promised a starting role, I don't think they're both would sign here really because I'm sure there's going to be an offensive lineman needy team that's going to want them.
No, that's what I'm saying. Let's think about it for a second. What other teams need a guard? right now for a starter,
Bro,
that could use PBR or Kevin Zeitler. For a starter, they would have been scooped up already.
Any team would take a cheap veteran to start. Like,
and tell me that they wouldn't have been scooped up.
The Browns, the Browns.
Their entire line. They're not. I don't think they're gonna go for any of these guys. I think what the Browns need right now is a left tackle. I think they got the entirety of their interior.
That is true. Big Dash in the building. What's up? What's up, Dash?
Shout out to Big Dash knows. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you guys know of him. You know what he knows. Go over there. Check him out.
There are plenty of teams that will take a guard. And listen, we're not the only team, man. I'm telling you, because these guys are going to come cheap. Kevin Zeitler and GVR are not going to sign for a lot of money. Teams would jump on them for a 1-year deal or something like that. So there's that. I don't think both will sign here. And if I had to choose one, of course I'll take Kevin Zeitler.
Can we, just like when I said on last week's episode where I was like, pull up Calais Campbell's PFF, and we were like, all right, this guy's even better than I remember him being at his age.
You want me to pull up Kevin Zeitler?
Kevin Zeitler's, yeah, because unlike Campbell last week where I had an idea going into it, I actually don't know how he's fared these past couple of years. So let's actually see, and let's compare it to Greg. Let's see like who's been better. And obviously, chat, the disclaimer will be said, of course, PFF's not everything, is just a tool. Right now,
just a tool, guys.
To go off of. But I will say, for old lineman, PFF is usually pretty damn good. I'll say that.
Yeah, as far as grading goes, they're pretty good because it shows the average. It shows like the average per like offensive lineman in that position and stuff like that. All right, let me share my screen.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he's been above average offensive lineman, 9th in pass blocking, 20th in run blocking. He's still pretty damn good at 36
look at that.
They're
the same freaking age. That's what I said, bro. They are the same age.
Yeah, I'll take Kevin Zeitler all day. 4 penalties, 4 sacks allowed. That's fine. Look here. Look, I see a lot of elite numbers still at his age. That's nuts.
Yeah, no, this is really good. Pull up GVR. Is GVR far behind? That's really the question. How big is the gap between these two?
Man, he had a really good year in 2024 with Detroit. Remember, having a really good year with the Tennessee Titans and how bad their offense is shows how good Kevin Zeitler is. Still managing to have good statistics with that nonsense that was going on in
We're
Tennessee.
not seeing the premium stats if that's what you're reading off of. Because I think you're reading off of a different.
Oh, because it opens up a new thing. Crap, hold on. I could do this. Share this tab instead. There we go.
Bam,
it shows up. It opens up a new tab. But yeah, he still puts up elite numbers.
Damn, he got wrecked against the Chargers? Who the hell was
in pass blocking, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see here. But look at this. Like last year, 2 years ago with Detroit, really good years, especially in run blocking. Like I said, pass blocking, just blocking in general for damn, he played all this 100% of snaps. Crap. He's been relatively healthy throughout his career, huh?
Don't jinx it, bro. I swear to God.
Don't jinx it. All right, let's look up GVR. Oh my God, I can't type. 2012, god damn.
Wow, he's also 40 pounds less. Did you notice that?
Oh, 305, yeah. Yeah, he has not nearly been as good.
GVR is just a lot more towards like average. You know what I mean? Whereas Kevin Zeitler is clearly really good.
Let me look up GVR from here, and then I'll put my screen here. There we go. Greg Van Roten. He was an undrafted free agent.
Hey, shout out to him.
Yeah, look at this. Last year, run blocking grade, garbage. Pass blocking grade, better than average, 22nd in the league. He was 35th amongst 81 guards. 3 sacks allowed, 3 penalties. So, I would take Kevin Zeitler all day. I will say that. Shout out to
that. At an old man age, he played the most offensive snaps. That's fucking crazy.
Big Dash is right. QB really helped the offensive line. Jackson Dart really helped. Really helped the offensive line numbers for sure. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, I would.
And
I would
then
take
you know
Kevin
what?
Zeitler all day.
While we're here, why not remind the people what we saw last week with Calais Campbell
Oh yeah, you want? I'll show it. Yeah.
As the first Giants podcast. I'm calling it to bring up this idea to connect him to the Giants. Let's show them what we saw,
bro.
We were like, this guy is
why they using that picture, Calais Campbell? Why they did you dirty like that?
Also, pause. He still looks really fucking good for his age. Like, I mean, like he's still really fit and everything, man.
Bro, he's got my hairline, the crooked box, the slanted box. That's my hairline.
Yeah, look at this, above average and everything, dog.
39 years old, bro.
Top
that man is pushing
40. Yeah.
Run defense still really good. 6 sacks, bro, at 39 years old.
If you pull up the season, bro, he's guaranteeing. Just go to season stats before you go to premium stats. He's guaranteeing you at least 5 sacks a season. He's guaranteeing you can. If he's on your team, you can be sure that he's getting you at least 5 sacks.
Yeah, these are the season stats right here. 26 solo tackles. 24 run stops was not bad. 11 is 6 sacks really 11th in the league? No way. Is that really 11th in the league?
I guess so. Probably a lot of people tied for 10 and stuff like that.
Hurries. Total pressure 33 is really not bad at his age, bro. 33 pressures are really not bad. That is a Hall of Fame career if I've ever seen one.
No, this dude's 100% a Hall of Famer.
Let me look at the premium stats.
Let's see what they got. And then we'll pull up DJ.
I did that man so dirty. Let's see.
Oh, there it is.
He had a lot of bad games, but
go back up there. There it is. His draft year, 2008. So yeah, he was a rookie when they went to. I feel so bad for him, bro.
That man ran a 5.04 at 6'8", 282 in 2008. Oh my god, that's unheard of.
And he was still a second-round pick instead of being a first-rounder.
Bro, what? Look how huge that man is, and especially in 2008. 2008 is when CJ2K broke that record. No, that was 09, right? Is that 09?
I think that was 09. Yeah.
09. It
was one of 7, 8, or 9, and I'm leaning 9.
I think it was 8 or 9. But bro, because as every draft or combine goes on, players are just getting faster and faster. They're just getting faster. The fact that he was able to push that much weight at his size, because he's going to be running very awkward at 6'8". That's why basketball players aren't very fast, even though they're skinny, because they're so tall. 5.04 40 time at his size is ridiculous.
Now look at this, KB. I know you said he had some bad games, but look at the run defense grade specifically, which is what we need. Look at the run defense specifically.
Some elite numbers here.
Clearly been his best part of his game at his age, at this point in his career.
And remember, we have Dexter Lawrence too,
Yeah.
Man, he's been a really bad tackler, huh? Shit.
For a while now. Even in the prime of his career, he was just average at tackling.
Look at this.
He's always been an elite run defender, man. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. He's never besides early on in his career he was bad at run stuffing, and then he's been a lot better. So that's awesome. That's awesome. He's in Baltimore. This is the big connection here, guys. In Baltimore for 3 seasons. See, 2020 to 2022. Had pretty decent numbers. Where's the sack numbers right here? 3 sacks, 11 sacks, 11 sacks. Nice. Well, PFF counts the sacks differently, so.
And let's look at DJ Reader, who I think is probably the only other guy I would want to at that defensive tackle position in free agency right now.
DJ Reader did. You're not going to be happy with the numbers because I looked him up before.
Well, I guess I'm still leaning Calais.
Yeah.
Yeah, run defense.
Pass rush numbers are a lot better. He had a little bit of a down season. Let's look at the premium stats for him.
I think his season overall is more consistent if you look at those game by games than Campbell. It's more consistent.
Yeah, it is more consistent.
Campbell's highs are higher, especially on the run defense side of things.
Pass rush, not too bad.
Like, remember, chat. The reason I'm harping on run defense so much is with this D tackle position. That's
trying
literally
to get.
what we're looking for.
We don't need any more pass rushers, honestly, because
we need
Darius Alexander is gonna be like that pass rushing DT for us. To be honest, we need somebody to run stuff.
And then when you go down year by year, like, was he better at any point? Was this just a down year specifically? If we're looking at it, he was better at points. No, but these past
it seems like ever since he went to Detroit, his numbers weren't that great.
You know, I don't want to do any type of cope. You know, I don't want to do any type of excuses. Maybe the Detroit defense, you know, what they
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. His numbers completely dropped when he went to Detroit. Like, it could be just Detroit wasn't. And remember, Detroit had a lot of rotation in there. They had a lot of rotation, and they had so much linemen. They had a big rotation, and then they dealt with a lot of injuries too. I'm pretty sure he had some injuries too. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he only played. 500 snaps. I think he may have played all games, right? He played all the games. Oh, he's one of the very few healthy players on that roster. That may affect it too. If he's the only healthy guy on the on the freaking defensive line, and everybody else is injured, you know. So, yeah.
Oh wow, he played at Clemson. I didn't realize that. That's a Dexter Lawrence teammate right there.
Reader, yeah, but I don't think they played together.
Yeah, he Lawrence obviously drafted in
Dexter got drafted in 19.
If he joined Clemson after 2016, then obviously they never played together. Or after 2016, I'd say.
Yeah, because he was drafted in 2015. Oh, drafted in 2016. Drafted in 2016, so he played in 2015.
You're right. They just missed each other. Still pretty cool though. But chat, that's what it's looking like. I'll take it off now. Mm-hmm. In terms of free agents remaining, honestly, slim pickings. If we're gonna be honest,
second week of free agency, like the only guys there are gonna be guys that weren't wanted.
The Giants, I think, this is the crazy part, KB, and I'll switch to the next topic, which is what is the plan. I think there's a chance that we don't get anybody and that we roll into the draft, possibly trying to fill these holes in the draft. I'm just not sure how to feel about that.
I don't think so. I don't think so because John Harbaugh harped on this when he was talking in the press conference. He says when we're talking about the offseason before the draft, I want to have a week 1 ready team before the draft. That's what he said. He said that word for word, and I believe him. I think we're gonna don't have your hopes up that he's gonna get some premier star talent, but expect there to be moves for the interior offensive line and the DT position. That's what I'll say. But because who signs here is out of his control. You know, maybe he was trying to go after Wyatt Teller, and Wyatt Teller didn't want to come here. You know, so. I think he is trying. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because of what he said in the presser, and I have no reason not to believe him yet. But I will be honest with you. I would be lying if I said I'm not disappointed a little bit that we didn't address interior offensive line or DT a lot earlier.
I'm kind of going to take
that low key would have been me and you's first option, one of our first options to go after in free agency.
When the guys I want to go after
and D-line.
When the guys I want to splash money on, I love having Isaiah Likely, and this guy costs way more than Isaiah Likely. We talked about earlier, basically the combination of guys we have at like a receiving threat being around 25 million. To add on to what KB's saying, one of the guys I really want to go after was John Franklin Myers. And if we got John Franklin Myers and didn't get those other dudes, I would have been happy.
Big addition.
I would have been so freaking happy with him minus the other 3. Like, I love what we got in those 3.
The Titans got him.
Bro, if we got him and Dex in the middle, I'm not worried about our D-line at all. Matter of fact, I'm not worried about our secondary at all.
And John Franklin Myers is good as a pass rusher and a run stuffer.
Yep. Super underrated. But obviously that's not the way it's split. I'm going to take the opposite approach, KB. I'm going to say that I don't believe him on that. I really think that's part coach speech, and maybe in reality it's somewhere in between. But the way I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't take that at face value. I'm taking that as coach speech. I'm taking that that's literally his introductory press conference. The coach's job at the introductory press conference is to impress you, to make you feel like, you know, he knows that he has a plan, and this plan he's going to follow and all of that. I'm not saying that we are going to go into the draft like this, but I don't think we're going to have a week 1 ready team, as you're like, that was the quote, by the draft, because we just looked once again at what's available. There is no quote unquote big splash left, guys. Unless you count 40-year-old Calais Campbell as a big splash, which I don't think it would be because he'd be signing on a really cheap deal. There is no quote unquote big splash left. All these guys are going to be rotational guys that are playing starter roles on our team. That's what the reality of the situation is. So the thing that I mentioned earlier in the stream where I was like, I kind of got a hot take for what the plan is. I genuinely think it's a real possibility that the Giants going to the draft with the roster as is, or we add a couple of depth guys, meaning we're still looking for a starter at both IOL and interior D-line. We enter the draft with that. We try to fill in the positions with that. And what I like to see, KB, from the fan base at least, there's been a rise in Mansour Lane, people that want him. But also, I think there's been a rise in people realizing that we don't necessarily need to tackle corner that much, unless I'm on a completely different side of Giants Twitter and Giants social media than you are. And I like that because if there's one thing I'm okay with not tackling, at a premium position, KB, it's corner. I'm like you said earlier, I think our secondary is going to be way better just off of coaching alone.
You saying just for this scenario, just for this Giants situation?
No, I'm saying I could see us not tackling it, like going into the draft, is what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah. No, I agree. I think we're done with corner. I think,
but also on top of that, I'm saying I can see them not selecting a corner at a premium draft position, and I would be completely fine with it.
I agree with you.
Yeah, because
now, to be honest, this is a really deep corner draft, though.
Yeah, it is a really deep corner draft.
Like Takario Davis in the 4th or Malik Muhammad in the 3rd. Like, there's some decent corners in this draft in the middle, like end of day 2, early day 3.
Yep, but it's like, I think what a lot of people need to realize, and we could be completely, it would be so fucking hilarious, dog. 6 months from now, me and you are sitting here and we're like, yo, we were so wrong. But I think this corner group and this safety group is going to be way better just off of coaching alone. I think people forget that Javon Holland is a talented player, that Paulson Adebo is a talented player. I think they forget that we signed some quality guys to play next to, at least to play next to Javon Holland. Greg Newsome is really an experiment. It's really a 1-year test deal. And then obviously Phillips is the nickel corner. I think they have the potential to be just fine. If we don't spend a day 1 or day 2 pick on them, nobody should panic. If it ends up being a day 4 pick, it should be fine. But that also goes back to what I'm saying. Like I think essentially what I'm saying is, bro, essentially what I'm saying is how the team is right now, I wouldn't be surprised that's how we go into the draft with it. And then, bro, they're just trying to fill. Maybe they'll prioritize offensive line because honestly, that's more important. Maybe we get a guy like Pregnon if he lasts at 37 to be that starting right guard. We'll probably have to eat just not having somebody next to
I'm
Dexter.
Scared. I'm seeing him mocked in the first constantly now.
There are other plays we can get, but he would have been freaking great. There are other plays we can get though,
Yeah.
Anything that you think the plan could be or not?
They're gonna run through a lot of scenarios. I don't think they have their mind set on any one particular thing because of they would be stupid to even do so because so many things could happen in the draft that completely go off the rails. Like drafts never end up how mock drafts end up. So you never know what's gonna happen. They need to keep their eyes open for everything and run through a lot of different scenarios. As far as corner goes. Not that I wouldn't say that I'm satisfied with corner right now because I think Cordell Flott is better than Greg Newsome right now. So I actually think we downgraded. But to your point with coaching, I think our whole secondary is going to get better with Denard Wilson there. So I think they'll be a little bit better. And on top of that, I still think we're going to upgrade them in the draft, like early day 3, late day 2. Not even late day 2 because we don't have a 3rd round pick. That's the thing that I want everybody to understand. Do not be surprised if we don't get a position that you guys don't like, because or do not be surprised if we don't address a position that you guys want to address. There are 2 picks that the Giants have in the top 100. If they don't trade down, you're only going to be addressing at least one position because they may double dip. Who knows? But they're only going to be addressing 2 positions at most, guys, if they don't trade down. So, and with all these holes they have to go through who is there. Like, say if there's no good guard worth taking at 37, they're not going to take one, and I wouldn't want them to. There are so many holes on this roster. If there's a better corner available, you take the corner over the guard, in my opinion. I want to go BPA as much as I can while it still fits our team needs. So I just want to let everybody know that, don't be so upset when the draft comes around and they don't address a position that you really wanted them to address, because with only 2 picks in the first 100, they really have to lock in on BPA.
Yep. And with that being said, we're going to get right to the simulator. Let me share my screen right here. Let's see how updated this got. Shout out to Stick to the Model again. That's the website we've been using. To my knowledge, it's one dude. He's been doing a great job because, look, it's updated with 21 mil. I mean, we're going to see again.
Maybe the Darnell Mooney signing was before the 25.8. So maybe.
I mean, we're going to find out. Current roster, right? So let's just look up and see if we got the new players. So Isaiah Likely, is he here? Okay, so he still has it as like the pending thing. So if I look up, is Mooney here? Mooney's not here.
That's weird.
What about who else? Calvin Austin. Okay. So he probably just didn't get a chance to update Darnell Mooney.
Well, that shit says $1 million. Oh shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. No, that's the previous APY, it says under.
Oh, okay. Damn, my man not paid for that.
You think he has Jordan Stout in here? That would be funny. He does. That's hilarious.
Oh, he put
He got Jordan. Who else? Let's double check everything.
He didn't have special teamers there before.
He didn't. No. Who else? Oh yeah, Jermaine should be here. I think we checked Jermaine. Yeah, he's on a 3-year deal. It says 5.8, which is inaccurate, which is hilarious.
No, I think that's his 2026 cap hit.
Oh, okay, I see.
Remember, all those contracts are really backloaded.
Okay, so Tremaine isn't listed as a pending. I wonder why Isaiah Likely is listed as pending.
Yeah, I'm confused about that as well. Maybe he forgot to change that. So does that count towards our cap or no?
This dude has been way more accurate than we realized, KB. Maybe Likely, I don't know. Maybe there's something going on, or maybe he just forgot.
No, he officially signed. The paperwork signed. Like, they took the picture. He signed.
Let's scroll through here.
He looks like a nerd. Yo, Isaiah Likely is a nerd.
All right, bro. Patrick Ricard is here, which is hilarious. Micah McFadden is pending. Chris Manhurts is here, but pending.
That's interesting.
Jason Sanders is here, but pending.
Know what that means.
Gunner is here, but pending. So he has like half of our free agents that we signed. Isaiah Hodgins is here, but pending. Evan Neal is here, bro.
Is that what the yellow means, pending?
Why doesn't he have Darnell Mooney? Am I spelling Mooney wrong? No, he just genuinely doesn't have Darnell Mooney here. So we could just go and sign Mooney and then just go to the draft, honestly. Because I think we have everybody else.
Okay.
Isaiah. Oh, why is Bobby Okereke here?
Cut his ass. Maybe that's why.
No. Oh, I can't do anything. Yeah, so there's a couple guys here that like have been cut that I can't do anything to.
We can't cut. We can't cut him to add cap.
I don't know how. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how this works. Right.
Yover says they're still on your team if it's pending at the end. No, they're not. Bobby Okereke is not on this team anymore.
I mean, I could just do this. I can just literally give him the deal that he had. Right? I
think we're going to sign a vet for cheap.
Do that.
Yeah, but they're already signed. It doesn't matter if they're pending. They're signed. So we're like wasting more cap.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure they're all
right.
The money
anyway,
is
at this point,
it
is what it is. I think at this point we're just here for the freaking draft anyway. Let's neglect all of these. Basically.
They are Cub for some reason.
See, Cordell Flott is still on here, dog. Cordell Flott is still on this team.
Wait, so how is that even possible? He was a tampering period signing, bro. How the hell is Cordell Flott still on this team?
This is hilarious. This is so freaking hilarious. Listen,
chat. I know he's by himself, but he needs to lock in, bro.
He does need to lock in. Chat, you know who's on the team. We know who's on the team. I'm just gonna go straight to the draft at this point, guys. Let's just go straight to the draft. I'm not, bro. Skip all. It is what it is. I said skip all. It's hilarious. I'm kind of going back through it. Anyway, continue to the draft. All right, bam. Here we go. Start it. And let's start Fernando. What? Okay, no, I'm redoing. Did you see who went second overall?
If you want me to, I could use the PFF simulator. I have PFF simulator.
Oh, we could do that, but let me redo this. If we get another stupid pick at 2.
Because I got sliders on PFF.
Okay, yeah. I don't know what the hell's going on. Go, pull it up.
All right, let's try
Stick to the model. You let us down, man. You let us down. Why the hell is Darnell going second overall twice?
Nothing like a good tax write-off. That's why I get PFF every year. Don't tell the IRS.
Well, you just told them, buddy.
All right, let's mess with these sliders. We're gonna do randomness a little high. No, just 40%. Draft needs. We're gonna go more positional value. Should we do less because like Caleb Downs and stuff like that, like not positional value, but they need to go high. I'm gonna leave it where it's at for now. I'm gonna leave it where it's at for now. Let me share my screen. Just like old times, man. See my screen?
Yep.
Okay. All right, we'll rock with this, and if we need to adjust it, we'll adjust it.
Yeah, let's just go.
Oh, can we do Trevor's? I want to do Trevor's. I like Trevor's big board. All right. Y'all ready? Let's enter this draft.
Start it. Okay, scroll back up.
That's not terrible. Caleb Downs going third is not. Yeah, I don't like Caleb going third.
Yeah, just restart and just see.
Yeah, because
everything else is kind of perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Everything else is.
So let's adjust. I'll put a positional value a little higher, maybe. Like
just
that?
a little bit, probably. Yeah. And let's see.
And randomness, I had like right here. That sucks. It doesn't save.
I think leave randomness where it was. Just put positional value back up like you did. Okay. And let's just enter and see. All right, start.
What we got here? What the fuck?
Yo, no way. All right, we got.
I mean, why is I would have left it because either way, like these guys are gonna get taken, but like I can't do Caleb Downs taken in the top 4. We can't do that. Maybe we take it off of Trevor's board. And
no, leave it. I think you can leave it at Trevor's. Just put positional value up even more. I think that's what it is.
Because it depends on how high Caleb Downs ranks on his big board.
So like,
if he ranks really high, then
a little bit more.
Huh? Positional value?
Yeah.
Put like that.
Okay, that's a little too much. I think probably.
Too much. Yeah,
let's keep it right in the middle. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Draft. Should I put draft for need a little higher?
No, I think that's fine.
I used to have a freaking method last year, and I can't remember my sliders last year. Had a freaking method. Why is Downs going so high?
Holy shit!
He's not even on the freaking needs.
I think you gotta take it off. I think you gotta take it off of Sycamore, bro. I think you gotta take it off.
I think that's what it is. I think Sycamore has him too high. Damn, Trevor. I like Trevor, man.
I would put back up positional value though. Okay, probably halfway. I think halfway is good, dog.
Yeah, but that's the reason why Caleb keeps going high. Positional value, he won't go high.
Bro, we put it up more and he went even higher. So, so enter the draft.
Good thing I switched it because I kept forgetting to do 7-round mock draft. So all right.
Okay, I can see that. I mean, I can see that.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
I can see that.
That's perfect.
That's also it also takes.
I mean, I would have thought Arvell Reese would go. Yeah. I would think Arvell Reese would go, but.
Oh my God! No, this is perfect. Okay, so I don't think this is happening because I think Arvell Reese is going, but we were talking about potentially trading down. Somebody's definitely trading up for Arvell Reese. I think. You know what the hilarious part is? Hilariously, dog. If we weren't in the same division, Washington would trade up for him.
Yeah.
Washington would 100% trade up for him. And then even in real life, because let's say that, Arvell didn't go and we're here and it's like Sonny Styles or somebody else. Like, say David Bailey's still there, who's still really good. He's kind of getting overshadowed a lot. There's a team out there that could, I'm not saying would, but that could trade up for David Bailey if they like him enough. If they're scared about, say, like, let's say the Saints are scared of Washington taking David Bailey. No, maybe they call us up or something. The question is, we talk about trade down a lot. It's like, okay, who's trading up and who are they trading up for? In this mock draft, low-key kind of unrealistic that Arvell Reese is here, but somebody would definitely want to trade up for him. You know what I'm saying?
How do you check the offers? Because this says 9. What is that, 9 offers?
I don't know, dog.
Teams interested. Okay, that's just teams interested. There's no offers. It's just teams interested.
The thing is I just don't see us doing it for obvious reasons. I don't think.
No, not Washington.
But what about the Saints? That's what I'm saying. The Saints, Cincinnati, those are teams I'm looking at.
Cincinnati has 41-72. Oh, I would love 41.
So 10 and 71. 10 and 41 is a bit expensive. No, wouldn't it be 10 and 72?
I could pull up the trade chart, this year's trade chart. Let's look up the
Well,
trade
no,
chart.
You could just offer and see, right? Give them 5.
No, but I want to be realistic. Let's look at the trade chart.
Do I think we pick Love? I'm hoping that everything is a smokescreen when it comes to Jeremiah Love.
All right,
trade down. Hey, we're gonna try for it, Bob. We really want to, but like I said earlier,
we're just going through scenarios, guys.
Yeah. Everybody talks trades down. You need to have 2 other things. You need to have 1, a team that wants to trade up, and 2, a player they want to trade up for. In this case, we kind of got lucky with what the simulators.
Here's the value chart. We're at 1,700. Cincinnati's at 1,300. If they give us, so it's not a bad thing if they give it the second round pick.
But I think it might be the first and third. I'm thinking. I know it doesn't quite add up to 1,700. It's like 1,530. It looks like maybe first, third in the future something.
Steven says Mansour at 5. I don't think Mansour is a lockdown. Like, if I'm gonna drop the corner number 5 overall, they got to be a lockdown guy. Like, I don't see Mansour being.
I do think Mansour is going like top 11 though. I'll say that.
Yeah, no, he's gonna go high. I'm gonna be looking at all my options. I think like Mansour Delane is not I'm running to the podium type pick. He's just not. Like Jermod McCoy is, but he's coming off an injury. Jermod McCoy, I would run to the freaking podium for. He's one of my favorite players in this entire draft. And whoever takes him is going to get a steal because he didn't play at all in 2025, so he's going to drop.
So what are you saying? First, third, and like a future third or a future fourth? I think that's what we're looking at, right?
Let's do first, third, and a future third.
Go back to the
yeah. First, third, future third.
What do they say?
Let's do that.
For 5.
And for our 5. Oh, automatically accept it. What did we do this? 59% chance. Okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good trade.
All right, we got.
That's a good trade. There we go.
Right, so we're moving down.
We got a third round pick.
We're moving down to 10, guys. Let's see who's available.
Okay, go back up. Let's see who went.
They chose David Bailey.
Okay, so they didn't choose Reese, which is hilarious. But they went up for a guy, like I said, an edge rusher.
Oh my God, Washington still got Arvell Reese.
And now, in real life, if that happened, people would laugh at me. I'd be worried. Arvell Reese is really.
Honestly, no matter how you slice it, these are the guys that are gonna go.
That would be gone. And like if we're picking at 10.
So I don't even care who went
Delane
where.
Is gone.
Yeah, no, Kansas City's gonna take Delane. He is remember, Kansas City doesn't have their top 3 corners. They lost all 3 of their corners.
I'm hoping Delane is the guy that would have been there at 10.
No, he won't be there. I promise you.
Everything you just said. McCoy is good, but I don't think we're the team that's going to take the chance on his injury.
No, we're not because we're a win now team. That
leaves us with freaking Caleb Downs at 10, unless we go wide receiver and we go like Makai Lemon is too early and like people really fall.
No, I mean Makai Lemon. Like this is right around Makai Lemon's range, but. Oh, Jordan Tyson, but
they've fallen off. Listen, if we're not taking Jermod McCoy, we're not taking Jordan Tyson. That's what the case is. It's the same.
Yeah, but Jordan Tyson played this year. Oh my God, I really wish this is a year we needed like edge help really bad. I am in love with Akeem Mesidor, Omar Cooper. All right, these guys are a little too far down. We gotta stay up here.
Steve said Vega at 10. I wouldn't be happy with Vega at 5. I'm more open to him at 10.
No, I don't know. This is too high for Vega. I think Vega has a lot of issues. I think he's very raw.
I think he's really, really good. But
I don't know if I want Vega
if you go
this
back
high.
to the top, it's genuinely gonna be one of the safeties, which is hilarious. We could take one of the tackles, but they'll be playing guard, and the 2 tackles that are left here are not. I don't think
Fano might be a guard because of his short arms. Monroe Freeling is a tackle. He's like 6'8".
I would have loved if Mano was here, but Mano was gone.
I'm not gonna lie.
This is a tough spot,
for
bro.
me. For me, it's between Jermod McCoy and Jordan Tyson. For me, I want to see what Chad thinks.
For me, it's between Vega and McCoy.
What do you guys think, guys? Where's Vega on my big board?
Alvin is saying it's Fano or Downs. Steven is saying Downs or Vega. So that's 2 votes for Downs basically so far.
Vega Ione.
I'm more open to it at 10.
Vega Ione is 26th on my big board. I have him as a late first round grade. I just don't.
KB. You also think Micah McFadden is good at football, so easily Downs.
I couldn't draft Vega Ione over Caleb Downs, to be honest with you. I think we take Downs. I think we take Downs here.
He is BPA, clearly.
He's BPA.
And you know what? We said it early in the stream, KB. Oh, Caleb Downs at 5, wouldn't be mad at it. Wouldn't be mad if it doesn't happen. At 10, it's the same thing. At 10, I'm even more open to it because it's not 5.
Yeah, and on top of that, we picked up another pick.
Exactly.
Picked up another pick. So let's go Downs. Well, don't worry. I'll scroll up. I have it on fast, so we'll scroll up. Yeah. See who got taken. Caleb Lomu. Zion Young, Caden McDonald, Colton Hood. Oh my God, Colton Hood would be a guy I would love.
I would actually love if Caden McDonald dropped to us. That would have been freaking awesome.
Yo, Caden McDonald's good, man. I love Caden McDonald. Casey, TJ Parker, Caden Proctor. I don't like Caden Proctor. Oh my God, how did the Eagles keep getting away with it, bro? Of course they get Omar Cooper. So Ione goes 22nd. Avion Terrell. McCoy, oh my God, what a great pick. Oh my God. If Jermon McCoy ends up with freaking
to the Bucks, that's nice.
Brian Flores, bro. Holy crap. CJ Allen. That's the most Baltimore Ravens pick I've ever seen in my life. That's like Patrick Queen all over again.
To the Dolphins is also nice.
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's honestly a good pick for them. I mean, they need everything. They sold everybody. Did you see they have they made an NFL record? They have $175 million in dead cap. Yep. What?
Yeah.
$175 million used to be the total cap for teams like not even 20 years ago.
Yeah. If we didn't sign Likely, would I have taken Sadiq? No, I'm keeping it real. No.
Yo, I think Pregnon is here.
Yeah, I was going to say, Pregnon is here, so is Lee Hunter. You guys know I'm a big fan of that, but I am 100% leading Emmanuel Pregnon all day, every day to help out the young QB. In this situation, we don't know what the hell's going on at guard. I think he's the clear pick.
Yeah, let's check out what chat thinks. This is a pretty solid draft. Good. This is a pretty solid. All these picks make sense, and where they're being selected. I don't like Blake Miller, but PFF likes Blake Miller, so
only one person really talking about second round so far. Woods, Pregnon, Christian. Woods is not like a run stuffing D lineman though. Like, if you want a D lineman,
Woods is a pass rushing guy, and I'm pretty sure he's undersized,
which is great. But like we
6'3",
really
10. He's not undersized, but I don't know. He plays like he's undersized. I don't know.
In my opinion, Lee Hunter is the guy for what we need. And that's always, it's not even, draft philosophy need versus best player.
Peter Woods used to be an athletic freak, but he had a bad 2025, and it's like really putting people off, and he put me off too. I have him, where I have him ranked at? He's 20th on my big board. It's not this is good value for him. But I probably would go Pregnon, to be honest with you guys.
Yeah. And like I said, just because of what I feel like this team needs right now, I'd go Hunter over Woods if I had to take one of the D linemen.
McFadden, Shea, KB would never live that down. Harbaugh would take Pregnon in a heartbeat. I agree. All right. I mean, I don't want to run this entire thing, but I mean, I really want. Dex mentioning Peter Woods though. You can sign a vet minimum run stop DT.
We haven't yet though. We're
Yeah.
operating off of this is where we are right now with the team.
Fuck it, go Ty Simpson.
I get
Woods
the
is
who better.
built.
I get that who better to mentor, and you know I'm also a believer of you can never have too many pass rush, but we literally have nobody on the D line or outside linebackers that could stop the run. We're gonna be relying, like, come on, guys.
It's crazy because I really
But
could see Peter Woods falling to the Giants at 37. Like I really could
but
see him falling in this draft.
Also, I don't think it's a conversation because I think that the interior O line is more important.
Yeah, I'm going
I think
Pregnon. Fuck what you guys are saying.
guys,
Maybe we'll do another one in a second, guys. Okay.
this guy. But like, guys, I think we can all agree that protecting the young quarterback, especially when we don't have a right guard right now, is the more important thing.
Why my shit like keeps lagging? All right. Let's see. Brandon Cisse goes. Ty. Look at where Ty Simpson went.
I like that pick, bro. I like that a lot.
Well, Peter Woods going to the Bengals is such a Bengals pick. Like that I think that's a good pick for them. Chris Bell, Art Mason, Jeremy Bernard, Lee Hunter goes to. Oh, what a great pick by the Bucks. Jacob Rodriguez because they just lost Logan Hall. D'Angelo Pons. They love short corners. Chris Brazil, Malachi. Jadarian Price. Oh my god, Jadarian Price with DeAndre Swift and freaking Kyle Manunga.
Alwyn, don't worry, bro. Don't worry. KB would fuck you, but I won't, man. You got it, bro.
Whoa, what?
I'm just reassuring the chat. I'm reassuring
I guess. The GOAT, Jacob Rodriguez.
You know what's hilarious here is Mike Washington's here. I'm not taking him, but that would be freaking awesome.
I think the chat would lose their minds. Should I just do it for the chat?
No, hell no. Let's look. All right, I don't think.
All right, so we got safety and we got guard. All right, so
I think we
probably want to look at corner. Let's look at corner. The great Malik Muhammad is there, but he probably is gonna survive till the 4th round.
Honestly, the guy, what I'm looking at here, I think is still going back to D line. I don't know if there's an interior lineman at here that would really.
Daryl Jackson, Grayson Halton.
Be real, guys. I don't know shit about these guys.
And I hate how PFF never has their shit. Like they never have these filled in throughout the entire year. Like I know Trevor Sycamore's like the only dude running this thing, but like, bro, I love you, Trevor, but like lock in, bro. I can't pull up the whole main thing because it's paywalled. And shout out to my boy Broshmo. So I don't want to release his stuff, but I can look up. He has a whole draft guide that he does himself, and it's detailed as F. So let's look up Grayson Halton real quick. He's 6'2", 293.
While you do that, this chat so far saying Alwyn saying, "Hey yo." Bob saying year 2 with Dart. He's got a hurt neighbors and a hurt Cam. Nothing else. Get him some help. Hey, man, he should not be underestimated what the help of a good O-line is. He also does now have a great slot receiver / tight end in Isaiah Likely that shouldn't be overlooked. We signed some depth guys at wide receiver, yes, but I think he's way better off this year than he was last year in terms of weapons already. I'm not saying that to say, oh, we're not going to take a wide receiver here in the 3rd. You know, we could look at wide receiver and be like, oh, this guy is it.
Hey, this guy screens run stuff right here.
Really?
This guy screen. He has a bad pass rush and he's a near elite run stuffer. Run stop rate 8.9%. It's very high. 6'5", 337. That is nose tackle right there. Let me look him up on the draft guys. This is Daryl Jackson. I've heard of him, so it seems like I've heard of him. Let's look him up on here.
Oh, Alwyn knows about him. He says Jackson ain't it. He was disappointing this year. Maybe he watches FSU, probably.
Why is he not showing up on the IDL? Is he considered an edge? There's no way he's considered an edge on his size, right? Why is he not showing up here? Daryl Jackson. Oh, damn. Daryl Jackson is in his top 75. Let's see. It's his sixth. He has him right under Lee Hunter. Let's see. Massive frame with exceptional combination of height, weight, and length. Looks like Goliath. Made Bruce Feldman's 2024 freak list. He squatted over 600 pounds, benched over 400. Wrecking ball like strength. Bends grown men to him. God damn. This is very explicit. Explosive out of his stance and hits the point of attack with unmatchable force. Gets good leverage at his height and can walk blockers back into the lap of the quarterback. Nice long arm move. Uses his length, a nice arm extension to peep into the backfield. Now he looks like strong, powerful run stuffer. Cons, hands aren't very active. Relies on brute strength to win reps. Honestly, I don't mind. Current pass rush plan is just mow right. Yeah, we don't need pass rushers, so... Delivers initial pop, but struggles to create consistent pocket push. Struggles to keep leverage because of his height. Can be neutralized by double teams. Tackling, we don't need a double teamer because Dexter Lawrence eats a double team. Tackling into knee was more of a reach. I think Darrell Jackson is who we need, to be honest with you. He's a starting nose tackle. That's the role that Broshmo has him as a starting nose tackle. We already have a nose tackle, but we want a pure run stuffer. He has 11-inch hands, a 35-inch arms, 86-inch wingspan. Holy shit. That's some of the highest in the class. That's the highest. 35-inch arms, highest in the class. 86 86-inch wingspan is the highest in the class.
Add wide receiver to the PFF filter here.
Okay. Hold on. Let me look at it. He had 0 sacks. We're not looking for a run stuffer. 25% missed tackle rate is not good, though. Yeah, I encourage everybody. It's only $30, guys. I encourage everybody to buy Broshmo's draft guide. It's ridiculously packed with information, bro. Ridiculous. It's the best draft guide you can get for $30. You can still see the screen, right?
I'm seeing PFF, yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's check out wide receiver.
Just
wait,
add
this
it
is
to
my
the
mock
filter.
draft. My bad. This is my mock draft.
Just add it to the filter.
There we go. Zachariah Branch. I like Zachariah Branch, but like he's literally like Calvin Austin. I don't really care. Deion Burks we talked about before. I don't think I would go wide receiver yet, to be honest with you. I like Darrell Jackson. There's Ted Hurst, Malachi Fields.
Yeah, those guys are later on, though. And when you go back up, when you look at corner there towards the top, Chandler Rivers seems to be the top guy. What do we know about him? Can you pull up something about him?
Oh, he had an elite 2024. 1 dropped interception, 10 coverage stops. Let's see here. Coverage grade, run defense grade, man coverage grade. Oh, he's a pretty balanced corner. There's a lot of guys I have not watched film on, guys. We talked about this before, but it seems like every week people say stuff about it. I'm not gonna know everybody's freaking.
Oh yeah, linebacker. It's not.
He's a slot corner
minds,
though.
But
he's 5'10", 185. He's a slot.
Damn.
Who's left at linebacker? Let's check.
That's not bad. It kind of went out of our minds, but linebacker would be in play here.
Yep. Anthony Hill, I hear is people like him. 4.5 missed tackle rate is not bad. Decent run defender, not very good in coverage. Let me look him up on the draft guide. Blitzing will linebacker is his role. 21 years old. Very young, that's good. Long athlete who can run and cover ground nicely. Works well laterally as a run defender. Gets skinny through traffic. Navigates through blockers and uses length to remain clean. Quick and read and react. So he's like Sonny Styles light. Jump passing lanes underneath. 8-up plays in the flats. Let me look at his cons. And then he seemed like just a quick mover. Pursuit angles could be better. Gets frozen by the quarterback's eyes when nothing is in front of him. Gets pulled in by play action. Kind of not confident in his ability to play the middle of the field. Let's look at his measurables. 4.451 40 times, not bad. What are you guys thinking here, guys? Hill or Lewis if linebacker, Mike Washington or Malik Muhammad? I think
Yeah,
Muhammad might last to the fourth, guys. I really do think so.
get Anthony Hill off the screen because that's really the only linebacker we pulled up here. Who else is there in terms of linebacker?
Someone said Lewis, Kyle Lewis.
Yeah, pull him up on your little thing.
Average depth of run tackle, run defense is all right. Coverage great. He's a coverage dude. Run 16 and run stops. Has 2 interceptions. Okay. Let me look him up here. Kyle Lewis.
Oh, that's interesting. I know the Giants do that, but Alwyn, while you look that up, I'll tell you what Alwyn said on the Giants draft pod today. They had Anthony Hill on the same level as CJ Allen, and I think CJ went in the first round in this draft, right?
The Giants pod. What Giants pod? Like Big Blue Kickoff Live?
Maybe, or did he mean like Giants Nation? I don't know. The only Giants pod I know is Big Blue Kickoff Live.
Because I don't believe a word they say. They don't watch film.
But what they
but
do
Anthony
have
Hill, but Anthony Hill is
inside.
very much talked about, though. He is very much talked about.
What's Kyle Lewis saying on the thing?
That he's a here, you read it. He's a little undersized, 6'2", 224. He is a will sub package linebacker, so he's gonna be a coverage dude. He's pretty explosive from all his he had a 39 and a half inch vert, 129-inch broad jump. Speed popped off the screen while watching his teammate. He made Bruce Feldman's freak list, which is always a good a good note. Legit explosiveness and bend to threaten the edge as a pass rusher. So he's he's like a coverage dude / edge rusher sort of guy.
He's really light though. You said 220 something.
Yeah, 224. So he's really light. So they use him everywhere. He's gonna be like a like a special type of linebacker. He's not like a true inside linebacker.
Go back to corner. I think we only looked at the one nickel guy, right? We didn't look at anybody else in the third here for corner.
Yeah, we looked at Chandler Rivers. This is Devin Moore. He's 6'3", 198. Good grades. Oh my God, has a above average run defense. Interesting.
Pull him up on your thing. What we got?
Yeah, he looks like an outside corner. 6'3", outside corner.
He was 28. He was a real cornerback number. Tony Snell, not the basketball player, right? You're trolling. You got to be trolling me, Alwyn.
Let me look here. What was the name again?
Devin Moore.
Devin Moore. Where you at, Devin? Let me control F your ass. There's too much names here. Devin Moore. There you are. 5th round prospect. He has him projected as. He has a red flag as well. What's his red flag? Why does he have a red flag? Is there injuries at play here? Let's see. Start 11 games. What's the red flag? Oh my God! Had 2 season-ending shoulder injuries during his collegiate career. Nah. This was his first season. He cracked over 300 snaps.
Yeah, and it shows that on the snaps right here. 194 in 2023, 278 in 2024, 556 in 2025.
Yeah.
I mean, shoulder injuries, I mean, how prone is that to really repeat?
I don't know, but it's 2 season-ending ones, though. I don't know. I wouldn't take a chance on it, to be honest.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I wouldn't let it dictate basically a 3-round drop because that's crazy. And then Dalen Everett, Steve says he's good, but it's another Georgia cornerback. LOL.
Oh my God, hell no! Look at his man coverage grade. Hell
the man coverage game is ass.
Yeah, hell no.
I'll be honest with you. So here's what I'm feeling. At wide receiver, go back to wide receiver. We were saying, what were we saying? I think we were saying it's like guys would last basically. What was the issue with Zachariah Branch?
He's not really a route runner, but he's pretty explosive. He's a slot guy. We have that in Calvin Austin. He's a developmental guy. because Georgia didn't really use him as a true wide receiver. They used him on gadget plays. But
here's the thing: anybody that's a slot guy, I'm off of because of likely. And then so Deion Burks is what?
Deion Burks is more of a slot guy as well. He's small. He's 5'9", 188.
We just got slot guys, and then Ted Hurst.
Ted Hurst is a big boy though. Ted Hurst is a big boy. He's 6'4".
The thing is, he may or may not last to the 4th round. That's the interesting thing, based on his ADP.
Yeah.
So if we're going wide receiver, I'd lean Ted Hurst because we don't need slot guys.
How you guys feel about Ted Hurst? Will Lee the third is underrated.
When you look at linebacker, I'm leaning the guy out of Texas over
Anthony
Kyle
Lee.
because Kyle is so small.
I mean Anthony Hill.
Yeah. And then when you look at D lineman, honestly, I think the best prospect we looked at so far was the D lineman. But here's why I'm off of him a little bit, KB. I just sort back to
Darnell Jackson.
Here's why I'm off him a little bit. I know you didn't seem to have an issue with it. I do. I don't want to. I draft a nose tackle. Like I get that he's great at stuffing the run, and I've said this before. I've said Dexter
brother. I'm not gonna lie to you. Lee Hunter's a nose tackle.
but Lee Hunter can play other than nose. He's not freaking 340. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's way more athletic. That's the thing. Like it sounds like this guy, if he's out there, you're gonna have to move Dex. Which this is hilarious because I've said this before. I'm like, let's just get a nose tackle and move Dex. But you've brought up so many times to me that Dex is best used.
Yeah, he's best as a nose. Yeah, if we're gonna draft any nose tackle, they're gonna move.
Exactly.
Mike Washington. No, I'm not gonna draft the running back yet.
It doesn't sound like Darnell Jackson is somebody that can move just based off of his athletic profile, which is really sad because
let's go Ted Hurst.
Here. Ted Hurst. No. Let's not make the pick yet. Ted Hurst might be early. Like, it's really a little bit tough. This really is a little bit tough. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh, yeah. You know what? Let's take a look at that Michigan interior D lineman. We didn't take a look at him. That was the 3rd D lineman, like at least on the rank.
Rayshawn Benny. Run defense grade through the roof. 6'4", 305. Not bad. Let's look him up here. Let me show the stats to everybody. There's his stats. Wait, why is it not showing his actual stats here?
Well, pull him up on your Joe Schmo. What he got?
Yeah.
On the write up.
Rayshawn Benny, 4th round prospect, 3-tech penetrator, which is what we need. Let's see. Moves very well with quick twitch. Made plays towards the sideline and disrupt the screen and swing passes. Quick swim move to defeat blocks immediately. He's a gap shooter. Has the bend to be a looper and on stunts. Knows how to get skinny and split double teams. Hands fire off the snap and plays with violence to dictate engagement. Plays with good leverage and leg drive on the bull rush. Anchor was better in 2025. Flow with the action on outside runs. Solid tackler. He has a very low career missed tackle rate at 4.6%. Big motor, plays to and through the whistle. Voted of a team captain. I really want to know how he is, anything specific against the run. He's an older prospect at 24 years old. I mean, we did the same thing with Darius Alexander. Tools are very likely maxed out, but could add more bulk if he needs to. A little light in the pants and can be washed out of the run game. Less effective the closer he is to the snap. Likes to shoot gaps and will overcommit in the run game.
That sounds bad. What the hell? But he has a good run defense grade here.
Yeah, but remember, a lot of stats don't really show what they show on film. Even if the thing is, when you watch film, even if he makes a good play, you could still point some negatives out of it. You know what I mean? But to be fair, Michigan always produces good defensive linemen.
That's
besides a couple of guys.
Saying too. That's exactly.
Besides a couple of guys, Mozzie Smith wasn't very good, but Michigan usually does not disappoint.
And obviously, we know that. Hey man, there's a real connection between Harbaugh to his brother to Michigan. All right.
Yeah.
So this is something to keep an eye on.
What do you guys think? You guys think Rayshawn Benny?
Well, take one look at one more player. They said this, and also before they said it, it caught my eye. If you go back to IOL, the center out of Auburn. I mean, it might be weird to go inside offensive lineman 2 picks in a row, but I wouldn't put it past
Connor Lew. Oh no, Auburn. Oh yeah, Auburn. Connor Lew.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past this regime.
Give me the
What's he
Lew.
looking like?
Gap grade.
Oh, he had a lot of
Man, are we
snaps in
gonna be a
2024.
gap blocking team or a zone blocking team? I don't even know. Well,
Let's not get too deep into
Kansas
that.
City's a zone blocking team, but I don't know. Our team is so different now, so I don't know if like Harbaugh wants to do a gap approach where it's like heavy power football, or we're gonna be a zone blocking team where it's gonna be like outside runs and stuff like that. I don't know.
I think we're gonna be heavy power, bro. We signed Patrick Ricard.
So we're gonna be a gap blocking team.
So, what's Mr. Joe saying?
Let's see. Centers.
Listen, while you pull that up, I'll talk to chat.
Oh,
Chat,
he has him as the best. He has him as the best center in the NFL in this draft.
I'll say
he has
this.
he has a red flag though.
Real quick, I'll say this: JMS was the best center in that draft. Like going into the draft.
Ah man, you know what's crazy? I never thought that though. I never thought that.
Who'd
I thought Luke Whippler was the best one.
Who the fuck is Luke Whippler?
He started for the Browns for a little bit. He wound up getting drafted in the 3rd round, but I thought he was the best center. And then of course you had the guy that got drafted to the Jets, who's playing guard for them right now. He had a mullet. What was his name? Somebody can remember his name.
If he had a mullet, he's most likely from Iowa.
No, he wasn't.
Because Jennings Dunker, I told you that mullet thing is like a tradition.
Jets.
While he
guard.
While he pulls that up, I'll say this, chat. I personally
Joe Tippmann.
Go-to lineman. Joe Tippmann is good actually. He's definitely better than JMS.
Yeah, I had Luke Whippler and Joe Tippmann over him.
Yeah. So yeah, while you play Wisconsin, guys, I got no issue taking interior linemen 2 picks in a row. I don't know if we do it in real life because of how unsexy.
Yeah, but he has a red flag on him.
Oh, yeah. Which is what?
Let me check what the red flag is. He has a red flag on him. He has when he puts the eval, he'll put a red flag next to it to see to show you like danger in this player. Like usually it's because of an injury or like character issues. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, right here. Started the first 7 games at center before suffering a season-ending torn ACL. I mean, that's not. It's not that bad because we're in the 4th. We're in the 3rd round. So
it's not that bad. It's also one injury.
Yeah.
And I don't know how often offensive lineman is going to tear his ACL as well.
Fluid and smooth mover, glides on the field, exceptionally light feet and lateral ability, gets to the second level with urgency. Scrappy run blocker who will throw hands and torque his hips to get the job done. Let's see. Hand placement and usage is ideal. Quickly replaces hands when swatted. Keeps moving in both phases. Knows how to die a slow death, slowing the rusher's momentum. Gets good leverage to fight and maintains it. Plays with that dog in him. So he's got like Mauler. He has that Mauler trait that a lot of offensive linemen, some have it, some don't. When they're just aggressive. Like Andrew Thomas is a Mauler. You know what I mean? So like
JMS is not a Mauler.
Yeah, JMS is not a Mauler. I never said it. Yeah, I remember explicitly saying that in my notes for JMS. He's just not a Mauler. Gets good. Let's see. He was team captain. Keeps his head on a swivel. All right, let's look at his cons. Sometimes leans into the second level, blocks and slips off. Doesn't always grip on an engagement and falls victim to spin moves. More burly. What does that say? More burly defensive lineman can overwhelm him. Tries to die a slow death. Why do I keep using that terminology? Versus power, but leans into push-pull moves. I mean, what offensive lineman doesn't fall to push-pull moves? I mean, you can't really escape that. Has only played center in college.
I know he said something else, but I heard the same shit, bro.
Yeah. Suffered a torn ACL. Okay. So honestly, he's not a bad option, and apparently he is the twerks.
That's what we heard. I know.
I said torque.
I know that's what you meant, but we heard twerk. I'm glad it wasn't just me.
I'm not gonna lie. I like this Connor guy. If he's the best center in this draft class, I wouldn't mind picking him up with a 3rd round pick. Nobody ever talks about replacing JMS for whatever reason in this draft class because there's just not enough picks. But
part of it could be maybe they are finally trying out Bo at center. First of all, I want to say it's so great that we have a guy that could genuinely play all 5 positions.
Yeah, he's our new David.
Shout out to Marcus Bo. But yeah, maybe they try that, and that would be a reason to not go interior twice in a row. You know what I mean? But what are you feeling, KB? I'll be honest with you. I think we can wait for a wide receiver in the fourth.
Yeah. I'm down to
leaning.
go Lou. I'm down to go Lou.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm leaning Anthony Hill or and I don't know who that second what that second position is. Like D line is tied with Connor Liu.
I
But
would rather take Lou because he could be a plug and play guy. Like all jokes aside, I think Tremaine Edmonds and Micah McFadden are fine. To be honest with you, I would love a new center to replace and just start him and have JMS be a backup.
let's go Connor Liu then. Yeah, I said it earlier, chat. I got no problem going two O linemen, particularly two interior O linemen, in a row. So we'll see what goes.
All right, there's Malik Muhammad right there, staring at us in the face. Let's look at who is taken. Let's see. Zachariah Branch, Garrett Nussmeier,
Did
Deion
Kenny
Burks,
out of
Mike
Michigan go to D
Washington.
lineman? The Kenny guy out of Michigan? That's the guy I'm looking for.
Anthony Hill went. Rayshon
He
Benny,
did.
yeah.
Rashawn Benny. That's what it was. Not Kenny. Benny.
LT
Okay.
Overton, Ted Hurst, Jake Slaughter, Malachi Fields. Why they keep taking wide receivers? The fuck? Caleb Proctor goes. Drew Aller. First round Drew Aller. Let's see what we got here. DI. Dante Corleone. No way. So we
That's a
got the
great name.
Corleone.
That's a great freaking name. Holy
Freaking
shit.
Bronx Tale, bro. He's an A-gap guy. So we're talking probably what? Nose tackle? Yeah, 6'1", 335. He's an undersized nose tackle. 24 years old, too. I don't know. Let's see. Let's look at wide receiver. Damn. I don't know nothing about these guys. I don't know nothing. Oh, what am I looking at safeties?
Bud Clark is there, but I mean Malik Muhammad looks like the best pick.
I personally would go Malik Muhammad. He's the guy I know about the most. I like Takario Davis too, but if Malik Muhammad is there, I'm taking him.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's go.
Let's see. Quarterback. I'm not letting this go until KB says something about this sneak. Crazy sneak saying Micah McFadden is fine. He is fine, bro. He's serviceable, bro.
I love that somebody else brought what I see, bro. Bro acting like Micah McFadden is good.
You guys are haters, bro.
Micah
For real.
McFadden is good, bro. I can't believe
You guys are
this.
haters.
We don't got to at this point. We don't got to go through everybody that went. Let's just see who's remaining at this point.
Yeah.
Um.
All right, we got Alabama.
5th round D tackle
Clemson.
would be insane.
Zane Durant. I like him. He had a really good combine, a really good mover.
Yeah, but he has a 6th round grade.
6'1", 287. He's undersized. That's why.
Let's look at Mr. Bama. What does Mr. Bama have?
Team Keenan. Oh god, he's not a very good run stop rate is terrible.
Or pass.
How does he have a good run stop? How does he have a decent run stop grade and then run stop rate is terrible? I don't understand.
Well,
that.
look at the Bible you've been referring to. Does it educate us?
320. He's a little undersized. Keenan, he's a 6th round grade. 2-gap penetrator. 2-gap interior. Let's see. Thick frame, natural leverage. Survival blocks. Incredibly hard to move. Has a nose tackle body with plenty of nose tackle reps. Loves the hand placement and usage. Nice club and swim move. Got great combination of hand counters and sustained leverage. Combination of leverage hand use pops. Creates movement with powerful hands. So he just has great hand technique. Great tackles to miss tackle rate ratio. Legit run stuffer. Showed work ethic and discipline, reshaping his body to become a full-time starter. Let's see what the cons are. Arrived at Tuscaloosa at 380, coming off an injury. Blockers get into his pads with relative ease because of mediocre length. Not consistently explosive, wins reps with persistence and not penetration. Eventually neutralized by double teams. Few instances of him defeating double teams. That's pretty much the extent of his stuff.
All right, let's speed it up a little bit. Who's the next D lineman here? And maybe probably just skim what he's saying on the next guy up.
Yeah. Oh, did we look at
Monty
Capehart
Capehart?
before?
We looked at him in one of the previous things. Yeah, he has what looks like to be an elite run stop rate.
Yeah. Let me quickly skip through his stuff real quick. Capehart. Right here. He's ranked
Nobody
above.
signed Calais Campbell, and I'll win. I don't know why I said
he's
that.
ranked above Keenan, but still a 6th-round projection. Where are we in? Where are we at?
We're in the fifth. We're
round?
at the top of the fifth. 6th-round projection. These guys are projected in the 5th if you look at their ADP, which is hilarious. The discrepancy.
Built like an oak tree. Incredibly long, plays incredible physicality, points of attack, heavy hands, doesn't budge versus double teams, ideal 2-gapper, consistently good leverage, impossible to drive off the snap. So he's very hard to move, extremely solid, like a tree, pretty much. That's what they're saying. Never played over 300 snaps in any given season. Primarily a rotational player. Well, he'll be a rotational player with us. Largely ineffective as a pass rusher. I mean, this is just saying that he's not a good pass rusher, and he's not a 3-down guy, which if you're drafting somebody in the 5th round to be a 3-down guy, then you have issues. Not bad. He ran a 4.85 40. Yeah, he's explosive, man. 33.5 inch vert at freaking 314 pounds. 6'5". I like him though, and I liked him last time we looked at him. He's a true run stopper.
Oh wait, go back. He might be. So his rank is 6th round, but his ADP, like he should have been gone by now. Maybe he lasts in this mock draft to the 6th if you want to take the chance. Because who else can we go here? We could we didn't actually look at any of the wide receivers. We could take a more serious look at them.
I don't know none of these guys. 5'11", nope, too short. Caleb Douglas.
I mean, hey, Odell was 5'11". I'll just say that Odell was 5'11". I'm not saying
5'11", 180 though. 180.
Who was Odell weigh, bro?
Odell was 197.
Really? He was that close to 200?
Odell was 5'11", 197. I'll always remember that.
Oh, Kevin Coleman is here. They have him ranked low on this board.
He's 5'11", 182?
I'm guessing the only reason I know him is because we didn't sign Isaiah Likely at the time. All right, pull up Caleb. I mean, he has a bad drop rate. Holy shit. I'm not trying to draft Darius Slayton in the 5th again.
Yards per route run's terrible, too. He just looks like a possession receiver that can't catch.
Shit, we might not get a wide receiver. I'm not going to hold you.
Yeah, I'm not. Ooh, we could wait for Aaron Anderson.
The reporter?
Yeah, he's 5'8", 188, but he's a burner.
This is literally against everything you
that
motherfucker
about, a burner, though, bro.
You know who else is a burner? Jalen Hyatt.
Xavier Thomas. Oh, damn. God damn. Yo, LSU had freaking midgets.
Listen, it's not midget, bro. You got to look at the weight, bro, not really the height.
They're all really light. Oh, 192, 5'10", 192. Okay. That's like
Go back up. What about Eric Rivers? I mean, that would be like one of our last 6th-round picks.
Georgia Tech though, like they don't ever throw the ball. Yo, everybody's 5'11", 180.
Nah, this got to be trolling. This has to be like the default, and he didn't update it, bro. There's no way. There's no way.
Hold on, Jeff Caldwell. Oh, 6'5", 215. Holy shit.
He's big as shit. What's
That's
his drop
big
rate?
Boy. Another one. Yo, did they just not run routes at Cincinnati? Is that what it is?
Yeah, like what the hell is going on, man?
Hold on.
I'm not gonna lie to you. So far, Capehart sounded like the move.
Yeah, let's go Capehart, guys. Let's just save some time here.
Yeah, we can't find a good wide receiver. Let's go Capehart. 2 Clemson D linemen on our team, and let's get to the 6th. We have 3 6th-round picks, and 2 of them are back to back. So let's go ahead and just get
Michael Taft.
But
we already have down.
We don't need a safety.
Let me take a look at the Jamari Taylor. Jamari Taylor. Wow, I do like Taylor. He's a smaller dude. I like Jamari Taylor though.
Alec Pierce is from Cincy, but that's like years ago, different offense and everything, man. Let's look at wide receiver too.
Xavier Thomas still. Who's this? John Carroll? What? John Carroll Blue Streaks. Holy shit! Holy crap! This is definitely a D2 team, but still. Receiving grade 92.6, yards per route run 3.36. Drop rate 4%. Contested catch rate 61.5. This guy was like a demon.
But in D2, like you said.
In D2, I know. But like, hold on. Let me see if Broshmo has him, bro. If Broshmo has him, that's like elite ball knowledge.
If he has him, we could take him. We'll pick 192.
Bet. He's got look how much freaking he has 87 wide receivers on here. Jesus God. I gotta control F him. What's his name?
Tyren, Tyren Montgomery.
Oh my God, he does have him on here. Oh my God. He's a Z/slot receiver. So he could play both outside and inside. Right? Oh no, Z is isn't play basketball. Let's see. Moves with quick suddenness, explodes out of his routes, quick footwork out of his release. Immediately stood out as at the Senior Bowl with his ability to separate. Quick grasp of route running and concepts in spite of late start to his football career. Despite his size, he would climb the ladder and high point the football. Tough at the catch point and shows strong hands to pull down passes. Basketball background is apparent with the way he moves and plays the ball. I like this guy. Will be an older prospect with modest size. Broke out in D3 football. Played versus less competition. Shut the fuck up!
No. Get him off my screen, bro. Get him off my screen.
I like this dude. He's a baller.
You're glazing a D3, bro.
He's a baller,
screen, bro.
What the hell? It's a 6th round pick.
Yeah, so we're gonna use it on something that's not a D3 player.
Hey, that dude's gonna be the next GOAT, bro. He's gonna be the next GOAT, and you're gonna miss out on him.
Take the wide receiver filter off, man. You pissing me off, bro.
Take what? Hey, what?
Joking. I take the wide receiver filter off. Let's just look at who's here in general, right?
Bro, Jamari Taylor, bro.
I don't know anything about him. I don't know about him. Or
he's a slasher. He's a slasher. A big play type running back.
Listen, we can get Quintavious Hutchins to be our edge 3 after we trade Kayvon at the end of the season. Zane Durant is still here. A guy that you mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm. Bishop Fitzgerald. Lorenzo Styles.
That's so funny.
Listen, I think the best player available is Jamari Taylor.
Well, tell me about him. Pull him up. Let's see. What's the stuff? What's the read?
So let's see. 1,000 yards. Look at his yardage. That's crazy. 4.8 yards, 5.8 yards, 14 touchdowns, 15 touchdowns. I would expect him to catch the ball a little bit more, but let's look at Jamari. Jamari Taylor, 5th round projection from Broshmo. A 1 cut back, like I said, slasher. Shorter and stocky with a build to cut up with a cut up physique. All right, the glazing. Runs with low pads and great contact balance. Absorbs contact really well. Creates strong forward momentum to keep his balance and grind through contact. Decisive runner who doesn't waste time in the backfield with good vision. Works well in tight spaces with quick footwork and wiggle to gravitate toward openings. Solid acceleration and long speed once he sees daylight. That's what I'm saying. He's like a big play type guy. Like he has that. He has that breakout speed.
He would be the wind to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yep.
Modern day version. So let's go with him.
Yep. Let's look at his cons real quick. 6-year senior. Lacks the twitch to create something out of nothing. No creativity in his game. Damn. Just smashes into the back of the offensive line if nothing appears open. That's funny.
Well, he'd be literally
Andre Williams.
Free, so
Andre Williams 2.0. Let's do it. Jamari Taylor, welcome to Big Blue. All right, we have 2 back-to-back picks. Say Quintavious Hutchins.
I mean, I joked about it, but like,
who else? Who else?
Thibodeau was still on our team, so I probably not.
Yeah, but
right?
depth, edge depth.
I don't mind it. I mean, you could get your Tyron guy here. It was one of our last picks, so you could get him, and then we'll decide who would 193. Tyron Montgomery.
Oh yeah, let's get my boy. Let's get my boy Tyron Montgomery, man. Let's take a shot. Let's take a shot out of the young blood out of John Carroll. Come on, man. Yeah, Steven says I vote Tyron Montgomery. Let's go. Hey, he's gonna be the next. Yo, who is that dude that we always mock to the Giants that we wanted so but he had like so much issues. But he was from out of FSU. That wide receiver out of FSU we always mocked, and he like he was like a second round talent that would always get dropped to the 6th round. Who was that? You know who I was talking about, bro.
What year?
Like 2021, somewhere around there. When we used to do mock drafts with freaking with like Nate, like Nate's favorite player ever.
Do you know how many mock drafts we did,
guys? Who's that guy that we always were talking about that had character issues at FSU, and that's why he kept dropping?
Listen, the only character issue guys I remember is the guy that Joe Shane passed up on, who's now one of the best receivers in the league, in George Pickens.
Hold on. FSU wide receiver
roster. If you're saying it's 2021,
2021. Let's see. No.
Nah, no, but that was Florida.
Tamorrion Terry.
I think that was a Nate guy. I don't know. You keep using we like we're French. I think that was a Nate guy, not necessarily an us guy.
It was Tamorrion Terry. We always were like, yo, we're drafting him.
Yo, you're speaking a lot of French right now. I feel like that was a Nate guy. Maybe you, but I don't remember mocking him in my stuff a lot.
You did.
Like,
you did.
No, I doubt. We could go back. It's on the channel.
Yo, I'm probably going to look at your mock drafts back then. I guarantee you he's going to be on that shit.
Let's bet some real money on it. Let's put some real money on it. That's how confident I am.
Yo, I guarantee Tamorrion Terry, everybody would put them in their mock draft. And when we did the live mock drafts, he was like always a guy we used to put on there. Yup.
Not me. I feel like this is a guy that Nate mocked a lot, and I guess maybe you too, but not me, buddy.
Tamorrion Terry.
Not. Oh my God, what is this guy doing, bro? Listen, are you gonna put real money on it or not, bro?
Tamorrion Terry. Whatever happened,
chat.
See, bro.
See, chat. This is what happens when you know that you can't win. When you know that you're not confident as you're trying to sound.
Bro, I guarantee you he's gonna be on one of your live mocks, either your live mocks or your video mocks.
I did live mocks with like the chat.
Oh my God, in the chat. Well, we used to do our large mock drafts, bro. Our large mock drafts with everybody like Diggy, Nate.
I'm not the one picking him. If he's being picked.
Oh my God.
If he's being picked, one of those guys is picking him.
Get a load of this guy, guys. Get a load of this guy.
Get a load of me. I'll say this. I never picked him, and I'll put money on that.
He's gonna be our new Tamorrion Terry. We're always gonna mock him. Every single mock draft, we're getting Tyron Montgomery. Every single one. So
this guy, it's just it gets to a point, chat. It gets to a certain point where like,
styles, bro. Harold Perkins here. Why is he dropping? Oh my God. Wasn't this guy projected as like a 1st round pick at some point, guys? What happened to this dude? God damn, he's terrible. Yeah, Harold Perkins in the pre-off season, like during the season, like mocks and stuff like that. Harold Perkins was looked at as a 1st round prospect.
Just go back up, man. Like, we shouldn't spend this much time on the last pick in our draft, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to draft like freaking.
Just take Quintavious and call it.
Yeah, I'll
take
Quintavious Hutchins.
All
Boom.
Right. Now, there's some people are not gonna like this mock because we went, back to back alignment.
I got 2 awards.
I think it's good.
Damn. Zachariah Branch was a better. Shut up, man. You guys don't know what you're talking about. That's not a bad draft. That's not a bad draft. Shout out to Tyron Montgomery, bro. Shout out to Tyron Montgomery. That's not a bad draft.
Yeah, it's not bad. We did consider Zachariah at 72. The only reason we didn't take him is because we're like, I think we're good at slot.
Yeah, we're good at slot, man. We have a small slot and we have a big slot in Xavier freaking Isaiah Likely.
Bro said Xavier, bro. All right, highlight the awards you got. They're right there. Hover over them. What do they say?
Just shit. I don't know. They disappeared.
Down. Just hover over them. What do you mean? It's right there. Go back down. Right next to awards earned. Hover over it.
I don't even know where they. Oh, right here. It doesn't show. It's a picture, dude.
Oh wow, that's hilarious.
Oh, this is one of the mocks I did. Oh, it says the mocks. It says one of the mocks I did. Oh, that's not a mock I did.
No, that's just literally this mock. Past mock. Yo, this guy is something else, bro. This is just the first round we did. Yeah, what's wrong with him? I think the awards you got are 7 rounds in trading, probably, just based off of what they look like. So
there it is, guys. I'll save it. There you go.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all.
All right. There it is, guys.
Somebody said earlier, nobody we drafted when we were in the 3rd round, nobody we drafted starting over JMS. I mean, I hope not. Like, in terms of if we draft the center in the 3rd, I hope that they could start over him. Because if we're drafting somebody that can't start over him, like, why are we drafting him?
Yeah. I legitimately think if we draft a Connor Liu in the 3rd round, he can start over JMS. I legitimately think that. Listen, like, JMS is like one of the worst centers in the NFL.
I'm happy because right now I'm all #impregnon my team, and my team got impregnated. So I'm good with that.
Oh my god, I saw that on Twitter and I was just like, bro, take internet away from this dude, bro. Who let this dude have internet?
If Emmanuel Pregnon is there at 37, we take it. I'm tweeting out. We got impregnated, and I love it. All right. So that's
New York. I am in you.
Yeah, exactly. Emmanuel Pregnon is inside of all of us. Okay.
Oh man. All right,
chat. All things considered, I think it was pretty good. Not conventional, but you know me. In the words of the great Dave Gettleman, hog mollies. I love him. So I got an issue.
Pregnanator. Steven R said pregnanator.
Exactly. Chat, thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been good. It's been a calmer episode. Not too much to talk about, but I always love these past 3 weeks now. We've been ending it off with this. I mean, there's only so much more we can do it. And I'm only saying that because the draft is in about a month from now. Mm-hmm. And I'll see if we continue to do it like every single week leading up to the draft. It could get old real quick. On my prediction, KB, is that in like 3 weeks we'll run out of all draft scenarios to go over in this stuff.
Yeah.
So, and when that happens, it will be fine because it will probably be back for us to get back to the Knicks anyway. Who they were playing tonight, and I saw that Nova said that we finally whooped the Pacers, so that's good. Any last thoughts, KB, before we end it out for tonight?
Not really. I mean, we'll see what happens next week. Hopefully, we get interior offensive line and DT, and we'll look on to the draft from there.
That's about it, chat.
Steven says Knicks put BTA to the Pacers.
Oh, that's what's up. Belt to ass, bro. I'm loving it. Chat, that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we're going to be out. Peace.